out. Yeah. I ain't Nas in the house. Bravo, Grab Lover, Ross, Marco Polo. With the cookie soda. To all you fake ass thugs out there talking about you got this and you got that, and you gonna murder this one and murder that one. Yeah. Talking all that bullshit. I'm gonna put it to you like this, yo. Check it out. As I commence lyrical content, now bust the ground. Niggas trying to make me flip out like David Banner. Busting out the garbage, slamming shit like Onyx. When I flex and turn green like a chronic. When I bug out, you bound to get snuffed out for frontin'. Busy deceiving, achieving nothing. If you can't walk the walk, don't talk the talk. Like he's rocking I coming straight from New York. Now all the setups you thought you stepped up to get your rep up, the joke's on you, Jack. True that. Cause when I came through the door, my mind was thinking all like, I'ma settle the score, 1 cent for all. Ain't no time for faking jacks when it's time for making stacks. Drop the bronze white hats in the black. As I take you to the max, homeboy, you faking Jedi. Ain't no time for faking jacks. Stop faking jacks. Brothers that fake jacks get laid on their back. Ain't no time for faking jacks. Stop faking jacks. Brothers who fake jacks get laid on their back. Ain't no time for faking jacks. Stop faking jacks. Brothers that fake jacks get laid on their back. Ain't no time for faking jacks. Stop faking jacks. Brothers that fake jacks get laid on their back.
You never succeed or progress. Searching for peace through material objects. You go to extremes in the process. Accuse others when it's you showing your true colors. Busy selling your dreams, but all your cream contributes to your lack of self-esteem. So it would seem, cause every day of the week you act different. You see your people who speak, your eyes shifted. Frontin' what, son, you love to perform. But when the crowd's gone, word is born, you get your murk on. Is this the real definition of what a snake is? Y'all should have been politicians, that's where the cake is. But it didn't work with the fake ass murder. See, the meek shall inherit the earth for what it's worth. Turn around, you'll be backwards. You know what the facts is. You faking jacks, kid.
Ain't no time for faking jacks. Stop faking jacks. Brothers that fake jacks get laid on their back. Ain't no time for faking jacks. Stop faking jacks. Brothers that fake jacks get laid on their back. Ain't no time for faking jacks. Stop faking jacks. Brothers who fake jacks get laid on their back. Ain't no time for faking jacks. Stop faking jacks. Brothers that fake jacks get laid on their back.
Work is late if you can't bring home the cake to get the youth fed. We used to harvest, now it's work instead. So to get ahead, to hit the nail on the head, it's hard work because America jerks and taking taxes.
Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. I'm definitely in for this one. I'm definitely in for this one. This is going to be a good one. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to be up. Yeah, definitely going to be on this one. I definitely wanted to do this one because before the fire gets too wild. You know what I'm saying? Before the fire gets too wild, I definitely wanted to get at this one. I definitely wanted to start actually putting in work about what's going down underway. Because on God, the way everything's going right now, dang. I tell you right now, boy, there's just so many ways we can go about looking at
this. What is your first biggest
they're not really looking for outsiders on the discussion. Like I said, I mean, it's getting pretty crucial. I am looking at having a discussion on this one, but I had to literally go over the precedence of information that's taking place. I got to get it out the way. I even went and shout out to Rivera. We even have it, the audio of the young sister that was talking. Like I said, my people, shout out to my people. We do good work. my inner circle, we definitely go get the information that we need. We put it together. We seek out a lot of stuff and actually get it going on. There was just so much stuff that had went down the pipe. If you don't know who I am, I'm BMT, Business Minded Talk. I do a lot. I talk about a lot of things that do with business, family, legacy, community, empowerment, a whole slew of stuff. This is no different. This is no different. Something that definitely needs to be handled. Who is hitting me? Who is blowing up my doggone phone? This is definitely something that we can't overlook. You know what I'm saying? I know boy, when I say I got a lot of people hitting me up on the back end about this, I get it. I get why I'm being hit up so much, because this definitely has a lot at stake, dealing with our children, the community, the men, the women, our connotation feeling towards police and other people of society. There's a lot of stuff at play here. And right after the Chauvin case, you know what I'm saying, we got more going. We got more happening. Shout out to the nice BMT gear. Shout out to us for the nice BMT gear. You already know, if you want to donate, if you want to support, you already know what it is. Donate, Cash App, PayPal. You know what I'm saying? Super chats are nice, but I definitely do appreciate that. That allows us to do more stuff, actually appropriate more business moves. We're definitely making more moves. I try to keep a tight-knit circle. You know what I'm saying? But this definitely is something. So let's get to it, y'all. With no further ado, here on BMT. Boy, it feels so weird, but I haven't been in front of a camera so goddamn long. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care to be in front of these cameras and all this other stuff. But let me go ahead and knock out this for y'all. Let me go ahead and get to it, and then we're gonna get to the media stuff. So here you go, AP. Come on now, don't play with me. So, Columbus Police Department, Columbus police officer fatally shoots girl swinging knife. Okay. So you already got it where protesters marched down the street on Tuesday over, girl shot, killed. I always wonder, where do they get time to go march? I really do wonder, where do they get time to march? I gotta count my calories. I gotta count mine. Mm-hmm. Don't mind me, y'all. Breakfast, important part of the day. Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'm ready. Now, Columbus police shot and killed a teenage girl who swung at two other people with a knife Tuesday. According to the body cam footage from the officer who fired the shot just minutes before the verdict in George Floyd's killing was read, officials with the Columbus Division of Police showed a segment of the footage Tuesday night, just hours after the shooting took place in the neighborhood on the city east side. The decision to swiftly release the video was a departure from protocol, as the force faces immense scrutiny from the public following a series of recent high-profile police killings that have led to clashes. The 10-second clip begins with the officer getting out of his car at the house where police had been dispatched after someone called 911 saying they were being physically threatened. Interim police Chief Michael Woods said the news conference, the officer takes a few steps forward towards a group of people in the driveway. When the girl who was black starts swinging a knife wildly at another girl or woman who falls backwards, the officer shouts several times to get down. The girl with the knife then charges at another girl or woman who is pinned against a car from a few feet away with people on either side of him. The officer fires 4 shots and the teen slumps to the ground. The black handle blade, similar to a kitchen knife or a steak knife, lies on the sidewalk next to her. A man immediately yells at the officer, "You didn't have to shoot her. She's just a kid, man." The officer responds, "She had a knife. She just went at her." The the race of the officer wasn't clear. Why the hell does the race of the officer matter? I hate. Oh my god. So the girl was taken to a hospital where she was pronounced dead. Police said it remains unclear if anyone else was injured. Police did not identify the girl or her age Tuesday. One family member said she was 15, while another said she was 16. Wow. That is crazy. Family don't even know the child's age. Lord have mercy. But y'all reporting on this one. Okay. The shooting happened minutes before the verdict of the killing of George Floyd. It was announced protesters who had gathered peacefully after the verdict to call the police reform and accountability quickly shifted their focus to killing of the girl. The crowd of about 100 could be heard chanting outside the police headquarters. Of city officials offered their condolences to the family and acknowledged the rarity of showing body cam footage so soon after the police shooting. Okay, so looking at all of this, okay, and literally the shooting happened about 25 minutes before the judge. Okay, this is George Floyd. The officer in Hill's case, Adam Coy, 19 veteran of the force, is now facing trial for murder. Next hearing schedule. Okay, I don't know what the hell. Less than 3 weeks before Hill was killed, Frank County, a deputy shot 23-year. Okay, so now they're just bringing in other people. All right, I don't care about all that stuff. I care about what went on here. All right. So now that we got all that out the way, right? Now that we got all that out the way, let's go ahead and get at it. Boy, I got a lot of information. Okay, everybody chill out. Like, y'all, stop flooding me with messages. Holy crap. Like, I'm working. Let BMT work. Please don't overflood me with messages. I don't know. Okay, so let's go into all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I want to drop the link, but I don't know because honestly, I don't. But if I drop the link, I don't feel like hearing. I just got my coffee. Dealing with people is hard. It's hard dealing with people, and I don't feel like dealing with people. So, all right. So, in saying that, let's go ahead and look at this. Because one, I'm gonna give y'all a rule. One, I don't feel like hearing about no manosphere. There's nothing. Y'all need to talk about the manosphere. This has nothing to do with the manosphere. This has nothing to do. If y'all can't stay on topic, I don't give a damn if you're a co-host. I don't give a damn if you are who you are. Y'all can't stay on topic. I'm just gonna kick y'all off. I just gotta set y'all down. Find love. Find Jesus. Find whoever you find. But y'all, I don't feel like hearing your goddamn shenanigans right now. Like right now, I'm more so focused on what's ahead right now. So, in saying that, and looking at what's happened, right? But everybody's like, this can't be overlooked. This can't be overlooked. And I have feelings about this because I am a parent. I am a parent, and I have my feelings about what popped up. You know what I'm saying? Um, oh yeah, you can come on up. You can come on through. That's fine. That's fine. Come on through. I think one of the things about it is one of the contingencies of the conversation that is talked about from this is being looked at that a child was shot. Don't 15, 16. Her name was Ma Khia. Let me go ahead and pull up her. Let me go ahead and pull her up. Ma Khia. So this is Ma Khia. This is her. This is a girl on the body cam footage that literally got shot. Beautiful young girl. But also I'm about accountability. That is Ma Khia, and that is the other woman with the knife. The thing about it is, because see, I'm not going to take my eyes off what was going on. That is Ma Khia's, I guess, the mother of Ma Khia. And from what's going on is that I guess a lot of stuff had popped off. Like, from what we're finding out, there was a fight that went on. People were getting into it, and literally police were called on the scene. Now, a lot of stuff is going to come out. I'm going to be playing an audio. I'm going to play an audio of something, of context of what went on behind the scene. I'm going to go, like I said, shout out to some people that went to go get information. I'm holding for all accountability on all fronts. I don't care. I'm all for accountability. I gotta let y'all know right now. Right now, I don't see the cop at fault. I really don't. I don't see the cop at fault because he was on the scene and there was a knife and there was somebody about to be stabbed. And
I do have some questions in regards to that, and I'm probably not gonna be here the whole time because this shit is very difficult for me to process.
No, that's fine.
Because my daughter is gonna be in high school in the fall, so this is very difficult for me to process. But I want to say this: I was jumped by a group of boys in high school. I've come across, and I'm pretty sure if I had a knife, shit would have ended differently. I carry a knife in my car. Now, I also want to say, in the next breath, and this isn't a kick at you, Joe, just a general statement, what you hear people say all the time, you urge women to protect themselves. So she protected herself, and this was the end result. This is where I'm at with this.
She went to go get a knife.
Do you or do you not urge women to protect themselves?
I do.
So her getting a knife is essentially doing what? Protecting herself from her foster mother, who apparently was the one that she was going to stab, allegedly.
Now, I'm going to play, like I said, I'm going to go play the audio, right, of everything, right? I'm all for protecting. If it was something where as to you were being jumped, right? So like your story, you being jumped by a group of boys, right? Like say two boys try to jump you and they were.
It was like four boys, but you know.
Okay, I didn't know. You just said group of boys. I don't.
No. I'm not coming at you. Like I said, it's just. Go ahead.
All right. So let's say, for instance, do I have a knife on me? Okay, so knife. Okay. So, either put in your pocket, something that I can see Jay can carry. Okay. So Jay's getting jumped. She pulls out her knife. stabs, starts cutting at it. I got no chance to get you. You see me? Because
I got a knife in my car just like that.
Right. I got no problem. Right? If you're in the heat of the moment, you are being jumped. You are within your rights to defend yourself. You follow me? You are within your right to defend yourself because you are being attacked. I ain't stopping that. I'm not stopping that. If it was in that case of you defending yourself, I got no problem. Where you will lose the battle if you are getting jumped. You go in the house and you call the police and you come back out with a knife.
Who called the police specifically? I guess is my question.
Don't work. See, that's why I said that's why I haven't played the audio. You feel me? I haven't played the audio.
Okay.
Because y'all know me. Oh, y'all know.
But I think that's a standard reaction, though, too. Now, I'm also going to say this before you play the audio. Again, this is just all general stuff. I totally lost my train of thought. Shit.
Take your time.
Oh, have you worked in a group home before? I know plenty of people probably have. I haven't, but I know people that have.
I have. Yes, I have.
Don't they teach you to take down someone that may have a weapon on them without lethal force?
Yes.
Okay.
A group home? Yeah, that's a group home. Yeah.
So, and
Cops are also trained to how to take people down without using lethal force too, that have knives and shit like that.
Now, how many cops do that? How many cops do that, honestly? I'm going to ask you that question.
That's my problem with this.
What's the problem?
The fact that they're trained on ways to do this and not use lethal force, but yet they still grab the gun first. That's my problem with it.
What? I agree with you?
I don't agree.
Then why are they always using lethal force instead of a taser? Not just in this case, but in a lot of cases. Why are they not?
Why did he wait? Look, I know you haven't shown the video yet, B, but my problem with this, when you show the video, is when he decided to pull the trigger. He could have very easily pulled that taser out when she first came out and was only 2 feet away from him. But instead, he waited and then shot her.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, finish. Okay. Go ahead. Anything else? Now, let's go ahead. Like I said, I want everybody to say everything they have to say and get it all out. Because, again, everybody has a perception. We're just Monday night quarterbacking. Again, if Jay was being attacked in the heat of the moment using a knife, yes. A knife was looked at as a deadly weapon. We're not going to pinpoint. We're not going to say, cop, this is not no movie. Listen, plenty of people have pulled out a knife on me. I just shot them. I'm not getting close to you so you can cut me up. No, I got a gun.
How many cases do we have where there's actually assailants coming at a cop with a knife and they don't get shot? They get taken down.
How many? Which one? How many cases? There's not a lot of.
There's multiple. We hear all the time. Cops are taking assailants down. They're literally coming at them wielding a knife.
And how many cases do we have where cops just shoot somebody for a box cutter? So
in both of those situations are both of those situations probably not the most ideal situation in both. Both
and that's what. But what I'm getting at is we have examples. We can't just look at this as the fact that she had a knife, because we have examples of people having weapons and still not getting shot by the cops. This is a training issue. This is someone not knowing how to de-escalate issue. This is someone running up on being the last person on the scene, not knowing what the hell is going on and reacting. And the first thing he does is grab his gun.
And Joe, I'm gonna need you to put that away.
I already did.
Okay.
So All right, so let's go ahead and look at it because I want to just get what I got to get out the way before we go off of what people think. We're going to go off of what we actually can hear and see. So the first thing about it, because Jay brought up a thing, but one, Makai was a foster care child. She was a foster care child, and you brought up a very pinpoint thing when you brought up about that of the home. What was the home situation? Fair enough. So, first of all, I want to give a special shout out to the person who actually grabbed an audio. Again, y'all, if y'all coming on through, like the video, share the video. You can come up and weigh in on it if you want to be, if you want to stay on topic. This is very, very important about self-defense. Let me go ahead and grab the video. Let me go ahead and grab it right here. Also, I encourage you to go ahead and check out this YouTube channel. She's small, but she's growing. She's small, but she's growing. And she also, I had people share the audio, before they snatch the audio. Rivera's Ways. Now, I don't have to play this video because you ain't gonna really see nothing. But I will show you if y'all can see it. What the hell? Oh my god!
Did they pull it?
No, they didn't pull it. They didn't. Because you understand, I gotta move quick, but they snatching.
Right, that's why I was like, wait, they could have pulled it mid-click.
I gotta. That's why I only got to play the audio because the audio is on Instagram. But they moving quick, so I gotta move faster than everybody else in the speeding bullet. And so I'm on. So this is coming from. Hang on, let me go on. Again, fair use. I'm only posting this because y'all. This is from her. Okay, so let me first of all, y'all. This is coming from her sister. Okay, this is coming from her sister. In this video, y'all can hear the pain in her voice, the live, as she explaining what got us all here. She's going to speak on Ma Khia since y'all so jaded by a body cam video instead of how we got here. So so what you asked for, Jay, about the dynamic of the family. Mm-hmm. Let me pull the cop out of this first. Cop came in, he did his job. I got no problem with the cop. Take him out the way. Some people may feel some type of way. Y'all gonna have to sit on that one. I don't care. But I'm gonna play the dynamic of the home, what was going on in the home. Because when I looked at the video multiple times, I saw multiple adults there. Multiple adults there. As an adult, this is one thing. Y'all are getting people jumping on the cop when they have multiple adults there. Ain't that one damn adult try to step in, try to chill it out? So you're asking for somebody who never been to your residency to go ahead and play the authority when you had 4 or 5 different authorities running around, standing there, and everybody like to pull out a damn cell phone. Everybody likes watching females beat the shit out of each other, but nobody likes stopping the fight. Everybody likes watching men beat the hell out of each other until somebody pull out a gun or a knife and they die. Then all of a sudden, well, why did the cop come there and pull out a gun or took my baby? No. Could have been stopped. Could have been stopped long ago. But it's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and play this piece right here. From what the family had to say about the home environment. You feel me? Because then that way we can get that energy. And I want y'all to listen. I'm not going to say nothing. I just want y'all to listen to what happened.
Playing around and all she had a knife, nigga, because she was trying to protect herself, nigga, from a grown-ass motherfucking woman, bitch. Is you dumb? My bitch is on this bitch playing, and my baby got out, bitch. What you The foster lady got the next grown-ass bitch that used to be her foster kid at the house. This bitch 30 years, 29 years old. Telling my sisters what to do, calling them bitches, bald-headed bitches, all this shit. Starting shit with them. My youngest sister called the police. She like, can y'all get over here, please? These girls is trying to fight us. You know, we don't want to call my dad over here to get shit egged on. We don't want to get put the fuck up out of here. You feel me? Can y'all come over here, please? Boom. Nobody never comes. Nobody never comes. So they call my dad. My dad got to come out that bitch to come and pick my sister up. Mind y'all been fucking with my sister since the day before yesterday. Calling her all type of names, doing all that shit, man. My baby's so motherfucking lovable, man. I'm telling y'all, nigga, she want her to fly. Nigga, she want her to fly, nigga. This my lovable sister ever, nigga. She want her to fly, nigga. She don't be on none of that shit. To know her, man. To know her, you would know. To know her, you would know. Y'all on this bitch playing like some shit cool when bitches at your motherfucking house. My baby's 16 years old. This bitch 28, 29 years old. You bringing other bitches over there trying to fight her. She didn't call the police. Y'all the same motherfuckers that's supposed to protect. What the fuck did y'all protect?
Different story, huh, Jay?
No. How is it a different story?
No. What I'm saying is this. There's context now added onto that because how you brought up about the mama. Follow me?
Yeah, I said it was her foster mother. I said that.
Now, mind you, see, a dead man can't tell his story. And I appreciate everybody who coming on through. Like I said, if y'all want to grab the links to the information that I got, it's in the description below. Just make sure y'all show some love to your boy BMT. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure we get to some clarity on what happened.
To be clear, this wasn't the 911 call, I assume. This was just a random video. Was this the 911 call? This wasn't a 911 call, was it?
No, her younger sister, right? Her younger sister called the cops.
What's up, guys?
What's up? Her younger sister called the cops because something popped off with a woman and some other girls to fight.
Right. That part I heard.
And to fight her, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, mind you, again, Ma Khia is a foster child.
Right.
And listen.
Because usually when you call 911, they ask, for those of you who maybe never called 911 before, like, they ask you all of these questions. Like, I remember calling 911 because someone was ODing in front of my office building, which happens often, apparently. But, and they were like, well, do you know her name? How old is she? What does she have on? Is there, like, do you know what she took? Like, they ask all these questions as if you know the person. I'm like, no, she's, like, passed out on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I don't know her. I'm just kind of being a good Samaritan. You know what I'm saying? So the police, the police would have known some of this information probably going into this.
Right.
Because they asked those questions.
That cop showed up too soon, though. He showed up all by himself because two people called the police. Like, it was, I guess, the sister earlier, and then it was another person.
No, I'm pretty sure he was the last one at the scene because there were two other cops that had showed up before.
Now, the thing about it is this. So, in saying all of that, the next thing that I want to pull out to is the knife. Now, you said he should have grabbed the taser. All that transpired within 11 seconds. Within 11 seconds of that.
I get that. Now, I'm not trained to be able to react in a situation like that. But he's supposed to be trained to be able to react under pressure and that kind of situation. This ain't, look, dude, he's not supposed to be the military. He's not running and gunning. There's a reason why they give police non-lethal ways to de-escalate shit. And he's supposed to be very well trained at what he's doing. And if they don't have the training to be able to make them split-second decisions correctly, then they really don't need to be on the job. And that's my opinion.
And I agree with that. Let me say something. These people who think in military terms when you come into domestic policing, a police is supposed to solve problems. I mean, if you don't think police are supposed to be trained to try to solve a problem, instead they're just going out there like this is Call of Duty and they're just shooting targets, they're just shooting targets, then you're talking about warfare. And that's why those police are not respected. You see, it looked like he was the only cop there. Because he didn't have any backup. He didn't have anybody and he just said, get down, get down. He didn't say, police, drop the knife. He didn't scream. And it's just as easy as he grabbed that gun, he could have grabbed a taser. But, like I said, soldiers are not trained like that. They're just trained to kill. Or
even pepper spray. He could have pepper sprayed her.
Well, even if he would have said police drop the knife, I would have seen that even better.
So what about the female? What about the woman? Because mind you, she was slashing at multiple people. And he said, stop 7 times.
Well, he said, get down. He said, get down, get down.
Okay, so instead of saying stop, get down. If you see somebody running around with a knife and you're not stopping.
Well, the girl's back was turned to him, so she didn't even know who was saying what. You know what I mean?
Well, hold on. It's not
police.
It's not. Hold on.
Are you on a construction site, Mike?
Yeah, like you want to be calling on the construction site shit, man. Like, I need to call when you're not got everything else.
Like all I hear is banging in the background.
Rob the builder, damn it! Like, damn.
Hey, at least it's not me this time.
Right. But the thing about it is, y'all listen. Listen. Castle Doctrine 101. When the officer arrives,
is there a stand your ground law? Isn't there a stand your ground law in Ohio?
Yes, there is. You have a stand your ground law in Ohio, but in Ohio, you actually have to. You can't shoot the person in their back. All right, if they got their back turned to you and it shows that you shot them in the back, that's homicide. That you're going to get manslaughter. Not only that, in Ohio, even though they have a stand your ground law, you're still going to get arrested and taken to jail until they can prove that it was in self-defense. And I know this because I lived in Ohio most of my life.
So here's the question, and the thing about it, the thing I'm trying to, I gotta play the next thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play the video. Now, you done heard where the girl is running around and slashing the knife. How is the cop supposed to know that the call came from that house of the person that is running around with a knife, slashing the knife, a kitchen knife? How is somebody supposed to know? But we always say people are supposed to be trained for these kind of things. But if somebody did follow the training and say, yo, get down, and you're not getting down, and they see you about to stab somebody, and they shoot that person that's about to stab somebody, how did their training fail? I'm trying to figure out, how did the training fail if they literally follow the protocol of the training? But somebody was going to get hurt regardless of how the situation planned out. Somebody was going to get hurt.
Well, from what I saw in the video, it looked to me like he pulled his gun, unholstered his weapon before he even saw a knife.
Why did the person with the knife, why did they not put down the knife when they tried to?
They were in the heat of the moment, dude. Like Mike said, she had her back to the police officer, so she doesn't know who's saying what or who's making any commands.
So you're saying that she never saw the cop?
I would be willing to bet she probably didn't see the cop with all that shit going on, because I know me, if I'm wielding a knife and chasing. Now, this is me. I can't. Never mind. I'm not even going to say what I would do.
Okay. So hang on. So
because it's irrelevant. It really is.
No. I want to slowly show everything that is happening, because, like I said,
I know I've watched this video over and over and over.
So, again, I look at accountability. What the hell is DOJ? What the hell is going on with DOJ? Damn it. They're always doing something down there. All right, so I need to go ahead and...
They're probably infringing on our rights somehow.
So let me go grab the damn video. All right, so the thing about it is a knife is a deadly weapon. People gonna have a hard time selling that a knife is not a deadly weapon used to kill. You're gonna have a hard time selling that dream because a lot more people die from a knife than they do from a gun. Like we can pull up the statistics on that one. And
well, there are more death-related homicides. You are correct, but everybody has witnessed teenage girls in high school do some crazy shit like pull a knife out on somebody. My sister pulled a kniif out on me and stabbed me.
That's what I'm saying. This is like I don't know what.
I mean, we're acting like this is uncommon fucking high school shit. This is normal teenage girl shit.
So that's normal teenage girl shit of pulling out knives.
Yes, Joe. Yes.
Yes, it very much so is.
Y'all in Double Dragon? What is the Street Fighter? Okay, so
did you just hear me? I told you I got stabbed when I was 16 by my own sister.
So I guess that's in the police mandate that if every girl is pulling out knives and so
girls will walk around with razor blades in their cheeks. Come on, you can't be that naive.
No, I'm not naive. I'm not naive. I'm just looking at it like, hey, if that girl was about to stab another girl and somebody with a gun would have shoot them, how is that naive? How is that naive?
Well, you're about to show the video, man. We're about to see how wild that arm was that probably wasn't going to hit anything because she didn't know how to use. I mean, come on.
We got Moses up here. What's going on, Moses? Go ahead. You got the floor, Moses. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to stick my foot in and trip up the conversation.
No. You good. I got 3 seconds. Go ahead.
No, I won't. Think Trey.
Go ahead, Moses. You got the floor. You go ahead, Moses. You can have the floor.
Continue with your thought, bro, because I don't think you was finished with your statement. I don't want to get up here and do that.
No, man. I'm just kind of feeding off of what's going on. So I would like to actually hear your opinion and your thoughts on it.
Well, not to be put on the spot like this, but I think BMT said this earlier. A concerned parent would kind of, and I hate to say this, people don't fucking hang me like some type of mortar, but BMT said himself, a concerned parent, when your child is going to be stabbed by another child, they're going to pat that officer on the back for shooting somebody who could stab your child, which is, I mean, that in itself is fucking crazy. So I just want to know what you guys think about it, because we didn't know that she was finna stab somebody else. We kind of just thought that she was just walking around and she was killed by the police all willy-nilly. Am I correct or am I wrong?
Oh, no, I knew that she, I knew right off when I looked into this, I knew she had a knife and had attempted to stab someone. And I do agree to an extent of what you're saying, that as a concerned parent, you are going to be, somewhat appreciative that, that cop potentially saved your kid's life. You know what I'm saying? I get that. But in the same aspect, like Jay said earlier, we really don't understand or know what was going on prior to lead up to this.
Listen, I'm just going to say this. If my kid was about to be stabbed by another person and the cop came up and shot him, I'm going to be like, good job, cop. Good job. Thank you. My kid comes home today.
But what if your kid was the one? What if your kid was the one in foster care because you were having issues and she was the one that got shot because some fuck shit was going on?
Good job, cop. You stopped the kid from going around that.
I'm just saying, BMT, like a thumbs up should never be problematic, but it's like, good job, police officer, for killing a black youth. And it's like, wait a minute. You're the parents, like, good job for saving my child's life. But the public who's not that child's parent, they're seeing it as, you son of a fucking bitch. You just killed the 15-year-old fucking girl. You see what I'm saying? But the parents like, holy shit, you just saved my child's life. So it's kind of like,
so black person gets stabbed, black person gets shot. You're gonna have to pick the narrative because we got one person with a knife and the other one got shot because they're about to stab somebody. No matter what, it's going to be hard to try to defend that because in the eyes of the thing, listen, if my kid was going around, listen, once you grab a knife, you done grab the high ground. Once you grab the knife, if you were that scared, you made it in your house, you come back out with a knife, you lost that victim plea. You lost that victim card because you made it into your house. Understand me? Okay, I did. They were fighting. They were going to fight you outside. They called you to come out, but you in your house. You called the police. Why would you go outside?
It wasn't her house. That was her foster parents' house.
Okay,
and her foster mother was outside, so she probably didn't feel safe inside her house if she was trying to stab her foster mother.
What the fuck? Like, hold up. Okay. All right. Hang on.
Have you ever been in foster care?
Listen, y'all. It seems like y'all taking away from the knife. Like y'all dipping around. But I don't think the foster care.
It seems to me like the thing is everybody's assuming the fact that that other girl was going to get stabbed. There's nothing saying that she was going to hit her with that knife. She could have very easily tripped and missed. She could have threw that wild fucking right with that knife, threw herself off balance and missed. But we don't know because the cop shot the other girl 4 times.
I wonder if, shout out to G Dizzle. He said if the cop, I wonder if that had been a black female cop, I wonder would they be still throwing the same smoke at her.
In Columbus, yeah.
So if it had been if it had been a black woman cop that had done that and shot a black man about to stab another black man, I wonder would this story have been a story. I wonder
in Columbus, Ohio, yeah, dude, because the cops are fucking crazy in Ohio.
No, I don't even think it would have been a story.
Ohio is an interesting place. I always find that a lot of these weirdos in these spaces come from Ohio.
Hey, now.
A lot of them do.
I'm telling you, like something isn't. Y'all folks got all the smoke for Florida, but I'm telling you, Ohio.
It's because you're lost in middle America in Ohio. There's nothing there.
Like I swear to God, dude, if it was a 2 teenage boys beating the shit out of each other, and one of them was about to get stabbed, and the cop came there and shot them, and there was a black cop, this would not even be a fucking story. This would probably
would.
But BMT, and I hate to just interject by saying this, but listen, bro, how does it? You're a trained police officer, and you can't stop a 15-year-old girl without shooting her? Like,
right?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying she's a 15-year-old girl. The only way you can stop a 15-year-old girl is with a fucking gun. And you're a trained police officer. You got to be capable. You got to be capable.
That's my point.
How do you know she's 15 when the family says she's 15 and another family member says she's 16? So how do you know she's 15?
Regardless, she's a teenage kid, and you can't stop a teenager without pulling your gun out. A teenage girl.
So it's like this is why I said, bro. Like no matter what, it seems like, like
you know what? And like you said earlier, B. Like Jay said earlier, you're the one always advocating for women to protect themselves, and to me, it sounds like that's what this girl was doing, was trying to protect herself from some people doing some weird shit to her.
I swear, boy, y'all are.
I'm just saying, BMT. I'm just saying, if you're a trained police officer, wait a minute, BMT. BMT, you were in the military, and I'm pretty sure they taught. I was a lifeguard, bro. They taught us pressure points. Like if I'm jumping in the pool trying to save your life, instead of you drowning me, I'm gonna grab your fucking shoulder, make you go numb, and I'm gonna carry your ass to the sideline. Like, bro, you're a police officer. I'm pretty sure you know pressure points, you know tactics. Your first move is to whip out a gun against a 15-year-old fucking girl. Like, what are you, a pussy? Like, what are you doing?
What do y'all think they showing cops at the academy? They're not showing them like no damn. This is not the Korean defense squad. This is not goddamn the Israeli Defense Task Force. This is goddamn the goddamn regular police that literally barely know the memorandas. Like, let's stop.
You got that fucking card.
And that's the problem right there, BMT. The fact you just stated the problem. These cops aren't trained and they barely know how to fucking read you your Mirandas. That's the problem.
Y'all motherfuckers make it sound like they doing backflips and they learn how to do taekwondo in class and shit. Half these
dude, why? How you? Well, first off, how are you going to expect anybody to go out and enforce the law when they don't even know what the law is? When I know more about what the law is than they do.
Okay, so go join the police force.
I would if I didn't have back problems.
Oh, well, there you go. A lot of them, you know, it's funny. A lot of them cops have back problems. So what do you know? You'll fit right in well with them.
But BMT, you just got to think about it like this, bro. You know, if
I do plan on running for city council, though.
But wait, you just got to think about it like this, bro. If you was the parents in that situation, well, fuck, she was finna stab my daughter. You saved my daughter's life. But somebody also is a parent that just lost their child, bro. You just shot my fucking child because apparently she had a knife and you didn't know any other way to deal with it, but besides shooting her 4 times in the goddamn chest. I'm not saying it's your fault. Maybe you're poorly trained. Maybe this whole police system, we need to fucking reinvigorate, or I don't know the word. We need to change this shit up because
we need to reappropriate funds and actually train them.
I don't see an excuse for a grown man shooting a 15-year-old girl. I really don't. Maybe I'm harsh. Maybe I'm harsh.
Moses, there's one reason where I would excuse it, and as if that 15 or 16-year-old girl had a gun pointed at that cop.
Wait, so she got to have a gun, but not that she about to stab a motherfucker? Like, damn. Like,
that cop's life wasn't in jeopardy. Why did he grab his gun to begin with? His life wasn't in jeopardy. Why did he wait until? Why did he wait until?
Lord have mercy! Like, stop! No.
How was the cop's life? Wait a minute. How was the cop's life in jeopardy, Joe?
Don't do it.
Okay, so it don't have to be the cop. It has to be either the cop or the immediate threat of other people in danger. He can act.
You do realize that the Supreme Court's ruled the cops actually have no. They are not held to have to protect anybody in the public. They don't have to. It's been ruled on twice. I can give you the Supreme Court cases if you want.
Right, you can go.
You just fucked it up right now.
So what does it say for the cop? Protect and serve, right? Protect and serve, right?
They don't protect and serve.
No. What does it say? Protect and serve.
Where do you see that on cars anymore?
Do you not? It says protect and serve.
Where?
I got it on our cop car. I don't know about y'all. See, I understand Ohio. I understand they don't try to protect y'all asses, but where I'm at, they do say protect and serve in my area. So I get they don't serve y'all asses no more, but they still doing they still understand their job. Y'all on some other shit where y'all talking about some they ain't doing their job. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Like,
wait a minute, BMT. You got to give Trailer Hood that point. You got to give Jay that point when she commented on it. When was that police officer's life in jeopardy from a 15-year-old girl? That's a really, really good question.
When were the other girls in life in jeopardy? Let's ask that question.
The other girl didn't shoot her. The police officer shot her, bro.
What the fuck? Oh my God.
Okay, so let's look at this as a hostage situation. Do cops go in a hostage situation and just start opening fire on people?
What level?
Or do they try and de-escalate the situation?
I would assume
Joe, you got a super chat.
Oh, my fault,
Joe,
Jay.
you got a super chat.
Thank you, God. I'm about to go watch. I'm thank God for something. We should know how to take knives out of a person's hand. Karate, kung fu, class. Thank you, Mingo. Thank you.
Most of them do take some kind of self-defense class. I got 2 cousins that are sheriffs in Ohio, and they've taken self-defense.
Right. Let me know when they start to wield nunchucks. Let me know when they wield the nunchucks in Ohio.
BMT, I don't know if you're a Marine or not, but I'm not in the military or nothing. But I know at Camp David, they teach them like kill moves before they even give you a gun. They don't even teach police moves.
Suck at fighting at times. They really, really suck. So
well, I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying they're supposed to we have this opinion that you're a police officer. You're supposed to be trained to disarm somebody, de-escalate the situation without drawing your gun. They're not trained to de-escalate the situation without a gun.
We can pull out goddamn videos of people, crackheads on the street. Goddamn, the girl at Starbucks beating the cop's ass. Like, let's not play these games that all of a sudden 3 people, like this is Miami Vice. We done seen cops get their ass whooped on the street. So why are we playing this game that all of a sudden cops are like, like, no, they're not. Like, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
But BMT.
No, y'all doing the most day. Like, y'all doing this. Hold on, let me get it over to Punisher.
Nah, because you know damn well, BMT, that if that other girl wasn't involved and this was just the girl with the knife and that cop, you would even be thinking about this different.
Y'all keep saying other girl, but it was a grown woman she was fighting. Wasn't it her foster mother? Y'all keep saying, why wasn't she in the house? Why wasn't this and that? She was trying to fight the lady that lived in the house. So obviously there was something else going on in this situation.
Hold on, let me go after the Punisher. Thank you. So what's going on, Mr. Punisher? What's up, man?
I'm good. How you guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're a little bit muffled, but go ahead.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna take off the mic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, while he's getting that, okay, there we go. He's getting it. All right, there we go. Got him. So, all right, so let me go ahead and grab. Because Lord have mercy, boy. I love y'all. Killing me, boy. I swear, boy. I would never want to go to y'all police training because I would have quit. Like, honestly, at this time, I would have quit. I would honestly have quit because honestly, y'all training sound like it's gonna be a piece of shit. Like most people don't even know their damn stuff. Now, let's go ahead and pull up the goddamn.
Are you serious? Cops are supposed to be carrying deadly weapons and not be trained on how to use them properly? Come on.
Yeah, well, we done seen how that plays out. Don't worry. I say he did a good job. 11 seconds, and he got 4 shots off. Didn't hit nobody else, and literally that was like.
Yeah, that's the other thing that ain't addressed. Is the chance that he took of it being a wild shot and taking someone else out.
Yeah, but he did it. So let's go ahead and look at this right here. Let's go ahead and look at that, bitch. I will say that's a pretty damn good shot to get 4 shots and then hit the other one. So came up, landed up in the air. Hold on. Let's go look at that again. Let's go look at that.
Yeah, see what? No, pause that right there for 1 second. Right there. Why did he pull his gun out? And why did he wait for her to turn and run to the other car? Well, he could have actually.
Trailer, stop. This woman, the one in pink, where is she at? She's all the way the hell over here.
No,
she's right here. No. The one that's about to get stabbed, she's over here. She's all the way over here. Okay, the cop is right here. You telling me from that angle right there? She can't see no damn cop. How the fuck?
But that's what I'm saying. In 11 seconds, she probably never even heard the cop if the cop gave commands.
Hang on now. We got it. Let's keep it going. I told you I'm gonna break down. So now this one has something that
already on the ground. She
has something in her hand. Why is she walking like she got a school book or some shit? She's over there. This one right here. Now, mind you, there's 2 people right here, 3 people right here. Let's keep it going. Let's go on closer. Hold up. Oh, whoa. Hold up. Now, look at these. None of these motherfuckers ever thought to stop her with the knife. How the hell did you get that knife and you get past these 3 people and yet you got this one on the ground? Now, let's see. Let's continue going. Whoa. She's on the ground. Now, that's the person now. Hold up. Now the gun comes out. So your thing about he already had the gun out, that's a false narrative because he didn't have the gun out.
Go back.
He was reaching for the gun when that lady was going to the ground. He was unholstering it.
Well, bro, you're going to the ground. Like, what the fuck? What's he going to do? Drop kick?
Are you serious, BMT? Are you serious right now? He pulls his gun out, and that girl's literally that knocked that lady down is standing right beside him, and he could have grabbed her up.
Oh my God, where's he at? Over here, social distancing. And where's this dude?
Oh my! Wow.
Are you seriously?
BMT.
Why?
I hate to say this.
There's a man right here. Why did that man not? Oh, what's the man doing? All right, kicking her in the back of the fucking head. Wow.
I hate to say this, BMT. I hate to say this, BMT. But I want a question answered earlier that somebody proposed. Is this cop's life in danger? He's got a gun drawn, but is anybody threatening him? His life was never in danger. His life was never in danger. He killed somebody.
The cop's life was never in danger. Don't they
Thanks,
always
Jay.
say I feared for my life? That's always their defense. I feared for my life.
How would you guys,
Cops always say that shit. I feared for my life.
how would you guys feel if you saw some man kick your daughter in the head like that?
That wasn't his daughter. That was his wife.
Oh, if you saw someone kick your daughter in the head like that.
Like, wait. Hold up. So let me punish it. You're saying the girl who was all the way over at the car. You just had.
I know. Besides, because there's two incidents. Because there's the shooting. Now watch how this dude just blatantly kicked this lady in the head.
That's kicking the head. And this one right here is about to stab this.
How would you feel if you like, okay, yeah, she got shot, but that was my daughter that just got kicked in the fucking head?
Actually, that lady that was on the ground, I believe that was the foster mom that got kicked in the head because that guy that kicked her was that girl's real dad, I believe.
How would you feel?
Oh, good job, Black Daddy. Good job, Black Father. The one time we depend on you, rather than stop your child.
How would you feel?
Yeah, right there. Yeah, with your child. Good job.
She got clapped, and the other girl.
Obviously, there was a reason she was in foster care.
Got stabbed. How would you feel if you was like, that was my daughter that just got kicked in the fucking head?
Didn't the original question, Joe, when you played the video of the sister, didn't they call the father first before they called the police or something like that?
No, they said no.
No.
Hang on, I got you. They said they didn't want to call dad because if dad come there, dad was gonna get shit popping off. Which we seem like dad was definitely about that joke, but when dad
is probably about that life. That's
daddy was about that life.
What about mom? If mom, she saw that shit.
Now, mom is the foster mother. That is not her mother. That is the foster mother.
And there we go. See, the rabbit hole goes deep.
And we already know that kids get abused in foster care. Not all the time, but kids are not.
But it is common practice.
Right. A lot of kids are not treated right in foster care. So
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Some of my best friends come from group homes. Some of my best friends they come from group homes. Real talk.
It's a rabbit hole. No.
Yeah. She's about to age out of the system. On and on it goes. Like, yeah.
So why?
Father was probably in and out of jail.
They should be up in arms that she's even in the foster care.
So the question is, I got a question. So how was the foster mama doing the interview and the one giving the speech and the one walking on Black Lives Matter and literally the family
because she's trying to get paid, duh.
So why is the energy going at the cops and you ain't going after the people that literally about to get stabbed, kicked in the head, and all that shit? Shouldn't Black Lives Matter be outside that house instead in front of the police department?
Exactly.
You at the wrong damn location, damn it. If you gonna go march or protest at the goddamn at the foster mama. You at the wrong location.
Jesus Christ.
Because she's gonna get paid.
Why Black Lives Matter ain't protesting at the McDonald's where that 7-year-old got chopped up at?
I swear, boy. Like, honestly, like, I'm gonna go ahead. You know, I think we have the audio, Jay. What you were talking about the police 911 call. We can pull that up. Let me go ahead and see if I can snag that up for you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, I'm out of order. We gotta use facts, not.
I mean, when are you not out of order?
Shit.
Really,
honestly, when
fair.
y'all
anymore, you got a point, Jay, because I think he's losing his damn scruples.
I feel like listening to y'all too long will cause anybody lose their damn scruples.
But I'm willing to listen.
I'm willing to listen to a different opinion. And like I said at the beginning of the show, I am, being that I have a daughter that is getting ready to go to high school, and being that I've had issues when I was in school with fighting and stuff like that, I can relate to this a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Y'all that said that people didn't bring knives, I guess apparently everybody lived peaceful lives.
Shit, where I went to school, we were bringing rifles and shotguns and gun racks in our trucks.
The thing is, I went to school in the suburbs, and then we had a gang problem, and I went to a school in the suburbs. So that's what I'm saying. This shit ain't. This is like, oh, she had a knife. Oh,
I didn't attend you guys' school.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm from the South.
I wasn't talking about anyone in particular.
They did have, I think it's called a shotgun rack. That little window in your backseat of your truck. They have a little rack right there where they put their shotguns and they put up the school.
Talk about it and brag about it. I do not want my kids to go through anything like that. No.
Well, see, where I went to school, we actually had a hunter safety course that they taught at the school.
No, I don't
–
want my kids to have any type of stories growing up traumatizing them.
Yeah, I don't need my kids.
But again, like I said, I am a little bit older probably than some of you, and I mean, there was other issues back in those days.
Sure we're the same age. I'm 39.
Okay, I said okay like dude, I already don't like you, and I said okay like 5 minutes ago.
Hey, but BMT, props for getting sound bites and audio of shit that no one else has got, dude. I don't know how you did it.
Like only black people like just propagate and promote the violence. Like I don't hear my white friends talk about, hey, my school was so gangster that I studied and I got an A.
More shit goes down in the suburbs than the inner city. I'm gonna just say that, and I'm gonna be done with it.
I guess I'm lucky.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Trailer guy who got all the fucked up shit going on. I'm that lucky. I got that one kid, one trailer guy. But
I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. The first time I ever shot a gun, it was with my white homeboy from high school. Now we didn't shoot at nobody. We just in the woods shooting at squirrels.
You guys were out at the woods shooting at targets, weren't you?
Bro, the first time I shot a gun, it was with a white person, bro. Like, yeah, didn't have guns.
To go out in the woods and shoot like squirrels and stuff.
Body cam footage.
It still was a gun. I'm just saying, my fault.
But at the same time, my mom.
The new details.
At the same time, when I came back home, my mom saw me.
With Officer Nicholas Reardon.
And I used to clean my BB gun and like or BBs.
They were responding to a
hold on.
Someone who had a knife.
Huh? No.
When Officer Reardon arrived, Bryant appears to be chasing one girl before threatening another. Slowed down, police say the video shows 16-year-old Bryant raising a knife. Officer Reardon repeatedly shouts, "Get down," and then he fires. Get down! Does the Columbus Police Department policy state that the officer must declare he is about to shoot before he does shoot?
We try, but it is a policy requirement that you yell your intent to fire your weapon.
A second officer starts performing CPR on Bryant almost immediately. She later died. A knife can be seen nearby. In a very unusual move, police released the video just 6 hours after the shooting.
She had a knife.
Based on this footage, the officer took.
Oh, isn't that the daddy acting innocent? Wow, ain't that
Bryant's mother, Paula, says Ma Khia was an honor roll student.
This never should have happened. She's a loving girl.
How does the foster mother survive?
The family is grieving. Regardless of the circumstances, a 16-year-old girl lost her life.
You know, on social media, a lot of people are asking, could the officer have used a taser instead of a gun? Well, I asked the police chief that here in Columbus. He said this: when there is an active assault and someone is using a deadly weapon, in this case a knife, a police officer is allowed to use deadly force, in this case his gun, to either protect himself or someone else.
Now,
okay.
Right.
Thank you. My opinion doesn't change, but okay.
Now, hang on. Now, hold on. Now, in looking at that, I just want to pull this out but everybody always asks the question about the doggone the 911 call, right? But I feel like that's fair. But y'all said the 911 call, and I know I went and I grabbed that footage about the 911 call. Like, goddamn, shout out to my people, man. Y'all did y'all damn job.
No, I would say that's fair. I mean, it's putting us in the frame of reference to, okay, the police officer's pulling up on the scene, so he's going off that 911 call. So I think that's Yeah, play that so we can kind of get his mind state. He's pulling up to a chaotic scene or whatever.
I'm going to go ahead and play the 911 call. It is not a long call, and when you hear the 911 call, I want you to that's going to be the nail in the coffin in the 911 call for a lot of things. Okay, I'm going to play that because you got to understand when somebody comes on the
Cops
scene.
have shot people that have had wallets and cell phones, and I guess that was a deadly weapon too. So
absolutely, but Jay,
because the 911 call said they had an assault wallet, man.
We want BMT to finish though. Do we really want BMT to answer this question? Was that officer's life in danger? We really want you to answer that.
No, we're not gonna ask that. Let's go.
When Officer Reardon arrived, Bryant appears to be chasing one girl before. When Officer Reardon arrived, Bryant appears to be chasing one girl before down police. Officer Reardon arrived, Bryant appears to be chasing one girl before.
Who is Bryant?
Slowed down. Police say the video
Brian
shows 16-year-old Bryant raising a knife.
This is what they said on the
Officer
call.
Reardon repeatedly shouts,
Get up!
Does the Columbus Police Department policy state that the officer
I just had the damn thing.
is about to shoot? Shows 16 chasing one girl before threatening another. Slowed down. Police say the video shows 16-year-old Bryant raising a knife. Officer Reardon repeatedly shouts, "Get down!" and then he fires.
Get up!
The Columbus Police Department.
God damn it! Where the heck is the thing?
Declare he is about to shoot before he.
So Brian was a girl and Officer Reardon. Okay.
Police say they were responding to someone who had a knife. When Officer Reardon arrived, Bryant appears to be chasing
grown girls over here are trying to fight us and they're trying to stab us. So you got a call that you're being told that these grown girls over here are trying to fight us and they're trying to stab us. But when you get there, the ones that are trying to fight you are walking away. You happen to be the same person running with the knife, slashing and trying to stab people. What is the irony in that? You made the call that your people made the call that got you killed.
Who made
and that's
the call?
why you should never
is the
call the
question.
police on your phone.
Who called the police?
Her younger sister.
So
that's why you should never call the police on your
So
phone.
she didn't call the police on her sister because someone else probably had a knife.
Oh, shit.
Someone else probably had a knife, Joe.
What she's saying, what Jay is saying is, why would she pull a knife from nobody else had a knife?
Allegedly, we're not going to say probably. We're going to go with the alleged, which is probably.
Okay.
But so we can say that, but I'm sorry. But when we look at that cam, I'm not going.
You can only see one knife. Yeah.
We got to look at what we got in front of us. Okay. Your daddy came in. Why did your dad put you in the view? Right?
I will say that I think that the way Dad came and reacted and helped her escalate things, that's not good parenting, and he's partially responsible for this issue.
Oh, so let me get this straight. So you had Dad there, which was kicking other girls in the head. Good job, Dad, and not taking the knife out of his daughter's hand.
I just said that her dad is the one that's partially responsible for this, B.
So why wasn't the dad trained to go de-escalate?
Bro, hashtag.
Because he's not a cop.
Whoa, but he's a parent.
Dude, you need to stop sitting and trying to sit and expect that every human being on the planet is going to be trained like a cop. Cops get it. Cops know what they're getting into when they get into it. It ain't like it's a fucking mystery.
Why does the father not have custody of his child? Why is he in foster care?
I have no idea about that.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Could be multiple reasons.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but we're losing train of thought of the greater question. Now, you just played the 911 film, right? Okay, these niggas out here fighting. In that 911 audio, I didn't hear gun, I didn't hear bomb, I heard fighting. Now, when I think of fighting, I think of fist. Now, when you come with your gun or people out there fighting with their fist, you're a trained officer, bro. And your life is not even in danger for you to pull your gun.
Books, let's try that again. You said you didn't hear fight, right?
No, I heard fight. I didn't hear gun. I didn't hear bomb. I heard. Okay, BMT. They fighting. What you think when you hear fight? Wait a minute.
I'm sure they get calls like that 100 times a day. Oh, people out here fighting. Like I'm
Okay,
sure
so
100 times a day they get that.
fight, okay? And it's not gun, it's fight. People fight. Like if it's a gun, come up with your gun. But if they're fighting, try to de-escalate the situation.
No, look, you somehow you jumped on that word. I keep saying, did you hear stab?
No, I heard they out here fighting.
There was the word
You just
stab.
played the 911 call. They out here fighting. I don't know. It was kind of fast and it was kind of.
Everybody else sure saw stab, right?
We take this to the streets, and someone say, "I'm about to pull up." You really think they're about to fight?
But look, Doug, you a police officer. You're not supposed to have that. Oh man, shit. I know when people say they want to fight you.
You guys talk. We know the code lingo. Don't try to beat around the bush. A fight don't just consist of hands no more.
I know that, but you a police officer though, you ain't supposed to be like, oh shit, this nigga he gonna fight me, but he might get his gun. On my radio, wait a minute, on my radio, they called in. It's a fight at this fucking domestic place.
Police officers don't grow up around you. They know you. They know you. They know you.
It used to be a point in time where police officers used to walk beats and no neighbors. Now times police officers sitting in parking lots drinking gas and pulling guns out on people. They're not even in tune with the neighborhood, let alone
We ain't back to the future.
This dude
But hold on, look at the neighborhood that was in, brother. Look at the neighborhood that was in. Did you need a gun in that neighborhood? Did you need a gun in that neighborhood?
We might have well buried Big and Pac back. Fuck it.
No, but listen.
What?
Did you see that video?
We just gonna keep digressing. Might as well bring motherfucker Ronald Reagan back.
I'm not talking about Mr. 666, Ronald Wilson Reagan. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about. Did you see that video? That looked like an upper middle class neighborhood. Why do you have your gun drawn in an upper middle class neighborhood, Mr. Officer, on a 15-year-old girl? What the fuck?
And if you was the father of the girl that was about to get stabbed, what would you say?
That's an extreme. That's the circumstance that you want me to answer. That's extreme circumstance, bro. I can't.
What would you say?
Get the fuck off my daughter. That's what I would say.
What would you say to your daughter?
Wait, I thought my daughter was getting kicked. Wait a minute. Now, who's my daughter in this instance?
That was about to get stabbed. What would you say to her?
My daughter is about to get stabbed. What would I say to my daughter who's gonna get stabbed?
After the incident happened.
Get the fuck out of there. Wait a minute. After that,
what would you talk to her?
And why weren't the adults trying to break up the fight? That's because the adults.
Oh, okay. Say that. Oh, okay. Say that.
Did I not say that long time ago? Did I not say that? Did I not ask about what the hell the adults were doing?
I said that you were, Joe. You was a little bit in your feelings.
Hey,
bro.
time out.
I said that the adults were involved in the fight. I said that
Time out.
maybe 20 minutes ago.
I got us a good gem getting ready to come up. I got a hold of one of my friends that lives in Columbus, right in the area where this happened, and I'm going to give her the StreamYard link so she can come up. She lives right in Columbus. She knows all about all this. She's right there where.
Was she there at the scene?
What?
Was she there at the scene?
It's Jeremy Dieter's wife.
Was she there at the scene?
Was she at the scene?
And was she?
No, she wasn't at the scene.
But she's gonna give an opinion, a Monday night quarterback opinion, like the rest of us.
Oh Jesus!
It's true. It's true. All we doing is Monday night quarterbacking. Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
Well, woulda, shoulda, coulda. What do you say to a grown man who shot a 16-year-old girl? What do you say to him?
Well, this whole show is about woulda, shoulda, coulda, right? Because that's all we doing at this point.
That's all we doing.
Nobody really none of us were there.
He's an officer, and he's legalized to promote or provoke.
Go ahead. The public has spoken. Send for Dieter's wife.
Actually, Jeremy's going to come up.
Wait, I could have sworn you just said.
I can see if
she would prefer him come up because it's his wife. He knows the same shit she knows.
The only reason it's a big ordeal is because it was a cop. Like if her dad that kicked the other girl in the head shot her, no one would nothing.
Sorry.
So the thing about it is this, and
Hey Joe, I'm gonna send you the link that Carolyn just posted because I think Google keeps trying to delete it.
They are.
Yeah, the Newsweek link. I see it.
But I'm pretty sure if you guys saw your daughter about to get stabbed, you would clap a person real quick.
So the man,
and you ain't gonna be out there talking about, oh, I should have brought out my pepper spray.
It's a good thing a lot of people aren't police officers because they don't have the wherewithal to handle that situation. Brother, listen to me. Let me finish. If you're a police officer, you're supposed to have that wherewithal. I got a bulletproof vest. I got a walkie-talkie. 50 motherfuckers will be here. I got a gun and a taser. My first move when a 15-year-old girl got a knife should be, well, pull out my gun and eliminate the target. My first move should be to de-escalate the situation. Now, if you can't de-escalate situation, your bitch ass shouldn't be a police officer because your bitch ass out here killing 15-year-old girls. That's all I gotta say. My fault.
Thank you. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Why did her bitch ass dad not stop her?
No. I want
why did the dad not stop her?
Who are teaching these people to wield these silly ass knives all willy nilly? You think you just gonna will a knife and then you just gonna
Wow.
Why did the
that Newsweek article says Columbus, Ohio police have killed the third most children in the U.S. compared to other departments.
And
why did the father? I'm not looking at stuff. I'm looking at this scene. The fuck right here, y'all.
Let your ass go out there and wield the fucking knife against somebody's ass. You get some motherfucking slugs in your ass also.
Do police officers need more money? Do you need more money not to kill motherfuckers? Because if the motherfuckers get more money, would he would have killed you? Like, what's the issue here?
I want to ask. Hold on, wait. Pause.
And I served in the military. I want them to protect everything. I don't want y'all silly ass motherfuckers out here doing dumb ass shit. I don't give a fuck if it's your auntie, your cousin, your brother, your son, your daughter. If they out here doing it, stop them.
Why did her father or the man there not stop her?
Exactly.
Why did he not stop her?
Because they don't care about their family.
Let me
they
ask
don't care about their fucking family, dog. They don't care when the niggas shoot their ass.
Asking the other people we're talking about the protection piece. You had a man there that was way bigger than all the rest of them.
That dude's daughter could have asked him for $1,200. He would have never gave it to her.
Hey, I'm sorry, BMT. I'm sorry. Can we go to Bizarro World real quick? Now, let's say the officer was white and everybody was black. Wait a minute. Let's say the officer was black and everybody was white. This black officer pulled up and shot a 15-year-old white girl. Right? That play out. How would that play out? He would still be on the officer's side. Okay.
So we playing on race. So we just playing on race now. Listen, y'all.
If my motherfucking daughter about to get stabbed, nigga, you could have been an alien, came down from Mars. If you saved her life, hell yeah, I'm gonna go contribute to Mars.
I'm getting fucking annoyed as fuck right now. I'm asking
what's wrong with y'all?
Hold on. So I'm asking the question. They called her father. He showed up. Why did the situation not die off when the father got there?
He probably escalated the situation, honestly.
Now,
he probably made it worse.
Now, Jake, now you saw him kicking.
Right.
Okay. Now, granted, he did that in front of the cop. Now, I showed you the distance of the one that was about to get stabbed from where the cop was at, from where she was at. She ran around the bend with that knife. And the cop saw the swinging and said, stop, get down. If that had been you and me, and that cop had said, get down, I would have grabbed you and laid on the ground and held you down on the ground to protect you from getting your ass pop in your back.
I would have first off took the damn knife out your goddamn.
No, but see, hold on, don't. Right now, I just gotta get this out. If I'm a father, my job is to protect my child first. If I get there and somebody's sparking up shit with my child, I'm going to grab my child. And if I see a cop having to pull a gun out, I'm grabbing my child up. We good. I got
this literally was all in like 15 seconds.
Hold on. So
no, this shit was built up. The cops, it didn't just pop off like, oh, it's the big. No, that was a build up. The dude knew that damn girl had a knife in her hand before the cops even pulled up.
I have Dieter up. I have Dieter up here.
Cops even showed up. He could have told all the little fucking skeezers to fucking fuck off. Like they could have de-escalated the shit. They wanted to see that shit go down. Like, no, you can't give me this shit, dog.
Let me go ahead. We have Deets here. That Trailers and Deets here. And we also have Ken up here. So we have two men up here that came onto the panel. Welcome, Deets. Welcome, Ken, to the panel. You can unmute yourself. What's going on, Deets? What's up, man?
Hey, man, I really appreciate you having me on.
What's up? What's going on, man?
I'm feeling like, I live in Columbus. I've lived here most of my life, and when I look at this, because I don't know where everybody else lives, I live with the Columbus Police Department, and I can just tell you from living here that it's like any other metropolis, man. You'll find a nice person that's also a cop. You'll also find some really horrible people that are also cops, and that's just being real. And so when I look at the video and everything, I have to ask myself, am I mad at this cop personally? Am I looking at him? Am I mad at him? Or am I mad at training? Because I've known one of the men responsible for teaching, going around the nation, the U.S., and teaching our policing forces how it is that you are supposed to behave in these exact situations. And there's a protocol, there's a methodology, there's a process that you go through. And the young lady had said this all took place in 15 seconds. Man, it does. It's super fast. It's super, super fast. And if their training was not just to, when they go to certify their gun hours and recertify for training, they're training to shoot center mass and in the head. Nothing is there to wound you. So I hate to say it, man, but I'm not surprised. They'll take a life quickly, very quickly. And this is because they're trained to do so. They're not trained to have their muscle memory, as it's called, to reach immediately for the taser and then deploy that. And that's what all of us, I think, would like to see. Like, most people are like, man, we don't want people to die. We get it. People are going to flip out and they're going to go after people with knives. But man, you got to be able to try to save their life. You have all of this equipment that says, you don't actually have to shoot her and kill her, But when the training isn't there, man, we are looking at a far larger problem. We could try to dissect this guy's life, see if he's a racist person or if he's hateful or something. But I really think that the priority for me is look at the training. Look at that, man. They are trained to kill us, all of us. If you're fucking up, man, they will shoot you. And that's how it is out here. I mean, I don't know how it is in other places, but in Columbus, man, they beat up pregnant women. I mean, that's real. That's really real. But some of them will come and they're as cool as the other side of the pillow, and they'll definitely treat you right, and they treat everybody right. So it's just, it's city living, I guess. And I'm sorry that I don't have better participation here, but that is where I'm coming from.
Shout out to Mother Earth. She put in, I live in Colorado where white men open fire in public constantly and are usually arrested peacefully. I've seen that video before. I know exactly what you're talking about. Now, I will tell you right now, in the places that I have taught firearm safety and training, I don't ever teach people to aim for no limbs. Everything I teach, I'm teaching you to kill that person. I teach for Everything center mass. And you're not supposed to stop firing until the person is down. You're not supposed to stop. You keep shooting. If the person has a knife in their hand, right? And they're holding that and they're coming towards you, you're not going to shoot one time. You're going to keep shooting until that person drops that knife and they lay the fuck down. Like that's when. Now, when they hit the ground, I can't shoot them because that would be double tapping. That would actually now I'm actually doing the most. But if I shoot, if you're coming at me, or if let's say if I'm in the store, right, and you come in the store and you catch me attacking Ken, and I'm possibly going to kill him, and you have your firearm and you are protecting another human life, which y'all can look this up. You can use your firearm to stop me because I am about to kill or harm that man. So we can pull up videos where clerks or people in stores are about to be harmed by somebody, and the person with the firearm shoots them and kills them.
Wait a minute, BMT. You said that double tapping was extreme, but the officer shot the young lady 4 times, so he double tapped twice. Should he just tap one time?
Oh my God! Okay,
he double tap and shoot twice, right? He shot 4 times.
That's not a double tap. Let me explain.
Oh, okay. What's the double tap?
Double tap is when somebody is on the ground, right? If you're on the ground, right, you have nothing on you, the weapon, you are pretty much, you're down. If I stand over you and shoot you while you're on the ground, that is called double tap.
Oh, I thought double tapping was when officers shoot their guns twice. Like every time they shoot, they double. My fault. Maybe I'm getting it.
Nope, it's making sure the threat is eliminated.
If you are standing over that person, they are already, even in war, if I were to drop you, right, but you're still alive, you're still breathing, and I come over you and I take that rifle or I take that sidearm and I shoot you in your back or in your head, I go to prison.
Okay.
Once you're down, I can't do nothing to you. You're like, all I can do, take that weapon from you, make sure you don't have nothing else on you, and back up and say, okay, he's down.
Okay, well, excuse my ignorance. Now the officer didn't double tap.
You're good. But I'm saying
double tap her, but he shot her 4 times. Is 1 shot not enough? Is 2 shots not enough? Nah, he shot her 4 times, BMT. Like okay, like let's say, damn, she got a knife and she finna stab her. Bam! But he bam, bam, bam. Like, what's going on?
Stop. Listen.
Do you think he shot too many times? That's the question I'm asking.
I don't think so. Because honestly, anybody who has been to firearm courses, anybody who's actually practiced with a firearm will tell you that you are trained or you are told to keep shooting until the assailant is down.
You shoot until the threat is eliminated.
Dude, basically at point blank, he was at point blank range. Her back was up against a car. He was at point blank range and he shot her 4 times at point blank.
You know what point blank is? Point blank.
He was right next to her.
No, he was not. Stop saying right next to her.
That video.
He was about 30 feet away.
30 feet. Horse fucking shit. 15 even.
No.
15 even.
Well,
30 feet. Horse shit.
Go ahead, kid. God
Horse
damn.
horse shit.
All type of shit. Go ahead.
Hold on. Hey, thanks BNT letting me on. What's up, everybody? Let me say this. And I don't know if this has already been said, but just what we're talking about with the you know, what the police officer could have did. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with the police officer did. All right. You know, I own guns. I fire guns. I've actually seen a situation where, like what we're talking about here, because I always hear these people talk about, oh, when you shoot person once. I've seen a man walk through a gun. Okay, I've seen it. When I was a kid, it's the scariest. It's scary. Okay, fire at this man, hit this man 3 or 4 times. He's still coming at you. Okay, I've seen it. So there's no guarantee that just shooting a person one time is going to stop the threat. That is not a guarantee. What that police officer did was save that other girl's life. Now let me say this, because the question then arises, well, okay, well, for those that feel that the police was wrong, what should the police have done? And the answer is always, well, he should have de-escalated the situation. Well, how in the heck is he supposed to de-escalate an enraged individual? He's telling her stop. He's telling her wait. He's telling her get down. The girl is not listening. Okay. If you want to talk about de-escalating, well, let's talk about de-escalating.
Okay, let's
Is
talk
that
about it.
the
Wait a minute,
okay?
Ken.
Well, okay. Well, hold on. Let me finish, brother. Let me finish. Hold on. I'm almost finished. Okay. When you had, apparently, I don't know if this is this girl's father or whoever that tried to kick that other girl, right? I'm a father. If that was my kid is not standing out there with no knife. If that's her house, I'm telling her, take your ass back in the house. Why are you out here trying to fight these girls? One. Two, if I can't de-escalate a situation as a parent, and you got the community that is not even looking to de-escalate the situation, and I mean, as a black person, I know black people have a problem with the police. Why do you keep calling the people that you say you don't like and expecting them to come in and do something that you should be doing? Okay, let's go back to the situation with that little girl that got pepper sprayed in the back seat of the car. That girl was what, 7, 8 years old? Her mother called the police on that girl. Why was, hold on, I'm almost finished, brother. Why was she calling the police on that girl? Because the girl was having a fit because she wanted her dad because of some kind of interaction. Why not call her dad? There's a lot of things that we can do to de-escalate situations, to keep the police out of situations where they gotta all of a sudden start maybe possibly killing somebody. That's all I gotta say.
I'm glad you
Let me say one more thing, because I know you almost about to.
My bad. I'm on mute.
Go ahead.
Let me just say that. I just wanted to say that I don't really fault the police, because that's what they're trained to do, according to BMT, according to every military person that I've talked to. You are trained to slaughter people. That's your first reaction. You justified it. I mean, I'm just. It's not your fault, because this is your training. Everybody that I've talked to that's in the military, that's what y'all trained to do, and y'all can't even think of nothing else to do. So I can't fault you for that. I can't even think of another way, and it's not your fault. That's what I'm saying. It's the training. Well, because this is what y'all saying. Y'all saying y'all trained to shoot center mass. You must keep shooting until the target is eliminated. This is pretty much what I've heard from several.
No. That's not what he said.
Hold
on. Can I say something just real quick? Let me just clarify something.
Let me finish this little point, though. It's just a quick point. I'm almost done with it.
Okay.
All I'm saying is this. If a type of training is creating a more hostile situation in the communities that you're supposed to serve, I know that you guys are trained that way. I know that it's not your fault, because you're justified in following your training. So it's not the police's fault. But what I'm saying is, this is not working in a domestic situation. You have to change it. And that's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Now, this girl is dead, but I'm just saying that domestically, you just keep on justifying training domestic police officers to just murder on sight. Like, that's just not going to work. It's not working.
Yeah.
They're not getting respected.
Yeah, but okay, so if I can respond real quick. And BMT, and I think the other brother, I think it was Trailer Hood, they've already clarified this, okay? It is not until when you hear threat is eliminated, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean you've killed the person. That means that just the threat, this person is trying to threaten your life. The threat, the chance of this person hurting you or somebody else is eliminated, has stopped. if that's why you heard BMT said once the person is on the ground, that person, you consider that person no longer a threat. Okay, and so it don't mean that the person is dead. That's what BMT is talking about, the double tap. You know, when you go and you standing over the person, now you can eliminate, because now you're trying to shoot to kill. You know, you shoot to eliminate the threat. And unfortunately, like I said earlier, shooting enraged individuals in the leg that is not, when your adrenaline is pumping.
You're justifying something, though.
I'm not justifying. Hold on.
Murder.
I'm not justifying.
You are.
I'm not. No. I'm not justifying. I'm trying to get you to make sense of how.
I'm saying you're justifying something that's not working. It's not produced. It's not getting the police respected in the communities that they're serving.
Okay, but what did I say? But brother, hold on. But what did I say? Okay, I understand that. I qualify. Hold on, I'm sorry, bro. I qualify what I said by saying, okay, if we feel that it's not working and we feel that the police have it out for us, why do we keep calling them for trivial stuff?
Okay, and I agree with that.
I won't call a fucking. I wouldn't even call a cop if my house got broke into. Fuck that. I'll deal with it myself.
I mean, this is a situation where you have. We've all seen the video. You got at least 10 or 15 adults that are standing here watching this situation.
You're right. They are trash adults. You are correct. The father is trash.
So
we agree there.
Mike, tell me what you see. Right, I got the picture right here. You see a man right here kicking a woman in the head after this girl would just not.
Trash. He should be in jail. Like the police could have shot him, and he would have justified.
What do you see right here? Do you?
Y'all be complaining about that too.
So
exactly.
He didn't have a gun. He didn't have a gun.
That's what I'm saying to y'all, though. I'm not trying to really demonize none of y'all points.
I'm
trying to actually find a middle ground.
What do you see right here with this one right here screaming while this one right here is about to take a knife and run it in that person's gut? Now, mind you,
I believe, I can agree with you. I agree with you. She looks like, and Trailer said it right, because you're assuming she could have been just trying to scare her, but she looks like she's about to stab her.
That's
enough for the cops. Well, I mean, we don't know. You don't know.
No, you don't even know if she would. Dude, that is a wild. Well, first of all, she's got a wild ass swing going on. You don't even know if that girl's going to hit her target or not. We're making assumptions as to whether or not.
I agree. You
incredible.
Can assume that, and I can't argue with you. I can't argue with you on that point. That's not the point I'm making. I'm saying that the cop is justified. The cop is justified. Listen, the cop is justified, but I'm trying to get y'all to understand that this type of training that y'all are justifying, and the cop couldn't have did anything else in that situation because he has to follow his training. I agree with you, but I'm saying this is not working. That's all I'm saying. So we got to say, okay, is there any additional training mechanisms that we can put in at home, not in the war zone, at home, that can get us more respected?
That's a good question to ask. That's a good question to ask.
I will say for me, that was possibly he did the best training ever. For 11 seconds, he actually did pretty good. In 11 seconds to hit from there, which looks like a good 25 feet from where he was across from. I'm zoomed it in. So for him to hit that from where he did it at, and mind you, he did not hit her.
Dude, I swear to God, I think you're trolling yourself right now.
Oh, no, I'm not.
I'm so happy BMT will fucking practice. If this motherfucker had 20/20 vision to be a sniper, holy fucking shit, BMT. Chill out, bro.
So y'all said that he hit her 4 times and didn't shoot her. That's pretty good.
Okay. Is that 30 feet or is that 15 feet? Can I get a guesstimation?
They can't even tell.
Damn feet.
Come on now. I would say 15, not 25.
15?
They're not looking good when y'all do
15,
that.
sir. Where's the wind blowing? I would say that's 15 feet, and the wind is blowing probably.
What the fuck? This is not like. Listen, bro. Stop. Like literally. I mean, it's not. I could listen. It's not like he shot the dad. He shot the one. The immediate
Absolutely not.
Knife about to go inside the girl. Now I showed you the video where this one right here, the one in the pink, was already nowhere close to Ma Khia. So how the hell did she go to slashing her to running up on her to stab her? But now I'm supposed to know
because something happened before the cops got there.
Oh, right. So did they go up to them and say, "Hey, let me tell y'all what happened before we start fighting"?
Somebody else probably had a knife because according to what you said, the younger sister said they were attacking them with knives. So probably the girl went into the house, got her knife, and came out after somebody.
Now hold on. Now hold on. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. Now, with all that just happened, where are the other knives at?
Well, because we're not hearing that point right now because everybody else sees the police.
Stop.
Everybody else sees the police.
Stop.
Well, you asked me the question, so
I'm trying to figure out. Now, hold on now. But I've been to a lot of goddamn scenes and shit. Where are the other knives at?
You heard knife on the. You said it right because you played the recording earlier, and you heard knife on the recording, on the 911 call. So you were right. It was the knife was mentioned. And that was the younger daughter. That was her younger sister, I should say. And she said they attacking us with knives. So we heard that.
Right.
Okay, so they attacking us.
Right.
You hear that?
Right. Go ahead. No,
everybody else probably. Just because we don't see the knives, that don't mean that they didn't see something.
I didn't hear that either. I thought I heard they fight. I ain't hear they knife it, like knife and fight. If you say it fast as fuck, it sound the same. If you say fight and knife fast as fuck, they sound the same. My bad for that. What you were saying, BMT?
The girl on the phone said they trying to stab us. There's not. Then she even brought up knives. Did you not? I played every piece by piece by piece over. I even played the other audio where the sister talked about how if we call our daddy, did I not play that, Mike? Things are going to be popping off. Well, daddy is right here. Daddy's right there with the fanny pack, the goddamn belt, the goddamn
BMT. Good shot. You shot the person with a knife. Wait a minute. You didn't shoot anybody else because nobody else had a knife. You shot the person with a knife. Good fucking shot. But turns out the person was a fucking 15-year-old girl. What does this leave us?
And not only that, but she was actually the home defender. She was defending her house. So this is another question I have, BMT. You guys always question.
Right. Now we're setting a new precedent. We see a bunch of fucking teenage kids out fighting in their front yard. Now it's okay for cops to just run up on them and shoot them now.
Exactly. But let me ask this one question, then I got to leave because I'm going to hear the answer when I leave. BMT, I hear other military people always telling people, y'all better get y'all weapons, defend yourself, home self-defense, all this doctrine, stand your ground, all of this stuff. Now, this girl, these people, this person in the pink that everybody's trying to say that her life was saved and she should be thankful and all that, but she shouldn't even be there because she is it seems like she is one of the ones that came to that house to start trouble because this girl was in her own home. You see what I'm saying?
What was her foster home?
Come to her, right? It's her foster home or whatever. But these people come to her location and starting mess.
Give her humanity. Give her humanity.
Of course, doesn't know that. Of course, he don't know that, so he just follows his training and kills the girl. So I can't fault him. But I'm just saying, according to the situation, why, a knife is just like defense, just like a gun. So if she would have stood on her porch and shot the girl, would that have been different than just getting a knife and coming at her?
As long as she would have shot her in the chest, not in the back.
Right. That's all I'm saying because y'all trying to say this pink girl in the pink is so great and her life was saved and we should be thankful for that. But I'm saying this is a whole big bowl of shit, really. So
actually, wait, in Ohio?
Ghetto situation, man.
I believe I could be wrong.
Situation. He ain't saying a life was saved. He's saying a life was took. He's giving humanity to the whole situation, which is tragic. I even hate to be the police officer put in a situation. Do I stop this person from being stabbed or do I shoot a 15-year-old girl? The whole situation is totally fucked up. Let's just give some humanity to it by saying, hey, man, maybe police officers should have a little bit more adequate training before they go out there and shoot a fucking 15-year-old girl.
I think that's actually a fair thing to ask of the people that are supposed to be serving and protecting the community.
I believe it's fair also. But who knows? We have counterpoints and it's not an echo chamber. So shit. maybe my argument ain't the argument of the day. Maybe BMT might say, well, shit, if I see somebody finna get stabbed up on a goddamn car, I'm gonna shoot that motherfucker with the knife. I mean,
hey, I'm here to tell you, bro. If this was how it is now is how it was when I was a teenager, I'd be dead right now because I did all kinds of shit that was stupid that would have got me shot by a cop.
I don't know. Maybe it's the TV shows we watch. Maybe kids see knives and shit on TV shows, and they think they can pick them up without knowing that, hey, you could actually kill somebody with that shit. Put that, like, you know, you should tell kids, like, don't play with matches and lighters. Like, you should tell 50-year-old kids they shouldn't play with knives and shit. Like, that shit is dangerous. Overall statement.
Where is Ma Khia's mom? Where's she at?
I think
we don't know, and obviously there's a reason why this child's in foster care, BMT.
No. Why did no adult try to stop the fight? Why did no adult that was there try to stop the fight?
That's another good question because it looked like there were more adults than kids.
So why? So why were the adults fighting the kids?
That's another good question. Why were the cops not addressing the cops, or why were the cops not addressing the adults on what the fuck was going on?
So now the next thing I'm gonna ask you is this: why did she go in the house and come back out with a knife if the person was leaving?
We don't know, and these would all be good questions to ask her if she was still alive.
No, I'm gonna ask all the questions. I'm gonna ask everything
because I bet she would have all the answers to those.
Hold up. So, everybody just saying she's an angel, X, Y, and Z, and I'm not demonizing. I'm looking at what is right there in front of me. See, this is my problem. I look at accountability. Which I guess people have it, don't have it.
And I do too, BMT. But isn't when you're a child, a teenager, aren't those the years you're supposed to make the mistakes that what could potentially get you in trouble? That way, when you become an adult, you don't make these critical mistakes.
So I guess Kyle made a mistake. I kept that same smoke for Kyle Rittenhouse, saying that little motherfucker should be in prison, right, going to jail right now, shooting 2 people. And people was like, he's a fucking hero. I kept that same energy for the goddamn school shooters, all them kids that shot up the schools. I kept that same fucking energy. Now all of a sudden, I get to her, Ma Khia, for grabbing a knife. I would have gave her kudos if when they called the father and said, "Dad, we need you," shit's popping off. I would have gave kudos for that. But when you're running out there with a knife to go knowingly go do damage, clearly, and your family was the one who called. Now the girl said on the phone, if we call my dad, shit's gonna be popping off, we're gonna get kicked out. So they were being threatened to get kicked out of there. I guess they were being called ball scallywag and all kind of shit. Which, I mean, they have phones, and I'm surprised they weren't recording this shit. Again, I'm pulling out everything that's going on. And I asked the question multiple times, where the parent, where's Ma Khia? With all this stuff going on. No, hang on. And I'm asking, why did they not de-escalate it? I mean, you called the cops. It takes time. If you fear that the cops are going to blow your brains out or kill you, why didn't your parents just handle it? Why did they handle it? Why didn't your parents handle it? You fear the cops killing you, but honestly, it's going to be like Baltimore all over again, where after a while the cops are just going to stop coming. And we saw what happened when they stopped coming to Baltimore, to certain areas of Baltimore. Crime just shot up.
Well, to answer that question, I don't want to be an asshole. Some parents don't care about their fucking children. And as fucked up as that sounds, it's the fucking truth.
Yeah, some motherfuckers just shouldn't have kids.
Hold on. You don't want me to start saying abortion. I know that.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying some people shouldn't be procreating, period, because they're not responsible enough to raise kids.
You don't have to say abortion. You can say Plan B pill. You can say condoms. But I mean, shit. Maybe you shouldn't be burdened with that responsibility.
You know, the thing, BMT, is for me, it's really starting to become seriously troubling how frequently we see cops killing people. It's daily across this country.
Yeah, I find that interesting that the media so happens to release this story of a white man shooting a black person just so happened around the time of Derek Chauvin. Like, honestly, I'm calling both.
They released it right after the verdict, dude.
Yeah, and then and like I said, and LeBron James is a piece of shit because he literally was talking about the cops.
I mean, the only thing that could have made it worse is if they released it at 420 on 420.
Well, like I said, I got a lot of shit to say, but I'm not going to say it on this. But I got to keep my channel. I'm going to say it somewhere where it's a lot more in the basement area. Like I said, I get it. Some people disagree, agree. Make sure y'all run that same smoke you got for this cop. I challenge y'all, run it towards the parent, run it towards the foster kid, run it towards all the people that was there. Don't just run towards the white man. That's too fucking easy. You know what I'm saying? I want to see y'all run into the father. I want to see you run into the mama. I want to see y'all run into the foster mama. I want to see you run any and everybody that was it. Don't just play the narrative about poor Ma Khia. I want you to bring up everything.
I agree with you that every adult there is responsible for it. What do you think, Dietz?
Like I say,
yeah, I think that there's, as usual, there are stories within stories. There's layers here. But when I look at like procedurally what happened, BMT's right. I agree that when somebody is exhibiting deadly force, then and what I meant to say earlier too is with the tasers, unfortunately, they are not 100%. They do not always work. So what the cop ended up doing was saving the other girl's life. Unfortunately, by taking another girl's life. And when she's exhibiting deadly force, that's what it is. You have to, match that force to stop it. And I don't think, anybody of moral reasoning wants any of this. And we're all sick of it. Everybody is. We're sick of death. We're sick of not having peace.
Well, hold on, hang on, D. Everybody looking at wow, BMT, you're excusing the cop. Like, motherfucker, somebody's kid wasn't going home. Either somebody was going to get stabbed, whatever narrative some people want to put out there, or somebody was going to get shot. Somebody was going to get home. Miss me with the bullshit narrative. And now all of a sudden, when I play the accountability, this is why I say y'all don't play the balance game. Because all of a sudden, somebody was going to get stabbed or shot. And when I say, well, what about the fucking parents? All of a sudden, y'all like to go ghost. That's the problem with a lot of y'all. You can't walk the line I walk. Because when I said, yo, there's a full grown ass man, I just showed you the picture. You mean dad not one time ever thought to grab his kid? Put his kid in the fucking vehicle? Imagine I hear men talk about, well, if I got access to my kid, well, you went over there and you could have got access to your kid. Ain't no cop would have stopped you. Miss me with the bullshit.
Well, it's pretty clear that her dad isn't a very good example. Otherwise, she wouldn't be in foster care and she'd be with her dad.
So, hold on. When I asked about the dad, I asked about the mama. I agree. Listen, I never said, well, I'm glad that she died. But I'm like this. As a parent, I don't want my child to get stabbed or I don't want my kid to get shot. But if the cop is there and he saved my child's life or my loved life, if it was my child, too doggone stab your child and the cop had to shoot my child, listen, I'm not going to be angry.
My child wouldn't have tried to stab your child because, like you, I would have hemmed her ass up.
Stop. There's somebody, y'all had no problem asking me that fucking question earlier before these got here. Y'all threw that shit at me saying, well.
No, I'm not.
No. Hold on. Y'all said that shit.
Okay, fair. Yeah, that's fair.
You said, what if BMT If my child tried to stab your child, I would say, you know what? Then guess what? My child needs to own what they were about to do to your child. Just like I was about to do some harm to you, and somebody in Deets came there and said, yo, stop. And I'm about to kill you, and Deets has to put me down. Hey, that was my day. That was my day. Because guess what? I'm not giving nobody a pass, because guess what? I said this long before a lot of y'all came in my chat. There were adults there. There were a lot of adults there. And ain't none of them try to stop it. There's a whole lot of dysfunction. Hold the motherfuckers there accountable. Don't play this game. Do not play this game. Foster care is a very fucked up place. And a lot of and we know there was some form of abuse. I can play the audio. Hang on, let me play the audio since everybody don't want to see everybody see. This is the thing about this is why I said I walk a fine line that a lot of y'all don't like to cross. I walk a fine line that a lot of people do not like to cross. I'm going to play. Did you get to hear the audio about what goes on at Ma Khia's foster care house? Have you heard it, Deets?
No, I have not.
Would you like to hear what goes on?
Yes, please.
Because see, and you can always take it if you want to go ahead and run it toward your people. You see, y'all need to understand when y'all get in play.
Y'all on this bitch playing around, and all she had a knife, nigga, because she was trying to protect herself, nigga.
Okay, so hang on. So this is from her family, right? The same ones that called. They made the call. Okay? You're gonna hear everything. Does the cop know what goes on in somebody's home? No, they don't know. They don't know.
No, I get what you're saying. All they do is know that there's someone with a knife. He rolls up, he sees a person with a knife, and
so hang on, hold on. Let's go. Let's grab this. I'm the only one posting this because y'all losing the fuck out of me. This is Ma Khia's sister speaking. I'm playing y'all what happens, what goes on in the home. The cop does not know what goes on in that foster care home. All he got was a call, knife on the scene. Knife on the scene. Okay? We're gonna go ahead and play. I'm gonna play one more time for what about to pop off. Let's go ahead and play this.
Y'all on this bitch playing around, and all she had a knife, nigga, because she was trying to protect herself, nigga, from a grown-ass motherfucking woman, bitch. Is you dumb? My bitch is on this bitch playing, and my baby gone, bitch. What you mean? How? The fuck? She got this bitch house. She's at her foster lady's house, bitch. It's her, Janaya, and Beautiful.
3 kids.
The foster lady got the next grown-ass bitch that used to be her foster kid at the house. This bitch 30 years, 29 years old. Telling my sisters what to do, calling them bitches, bald-headed bitches, all this shit. Starting shit with them. My sister, my youngest sister, called the police. She like, can y'all get over here, please? These girls is trying to fight us. You know, we don't want to call my dad over here to get shit egged on. We don't want to get put the fuck up out of here.
Did you just hear that, right? Did y'all
yeah,
hear
they don't want to get put up out of there.
So hold up. So now you have it. The scruffle is with the foster kids that are there now versus the foster kids that I guess moved back in. And so what goes on? So what's happening? Shit popped off. And who called the police? Ma Khia's sister called the police. And she said, but if I call my daddy, shit's going to get egged on. Deets, you hear this, right? Trailer, you hear this, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So I said, y'all got to follow the clues of the accountability. Accountability. I'm playing everything out.
Tell me, can y'all come over here, please? Boom. Nobody never comes. Nobody never comes.
So she's called for help before. They called for help before. Nobody, no parents come, no relatives come, nobody ever comes. Nobody calls CPS. No, none of that.
I call my dad. My dad gotta come out that bitch to come.
So the man that you saw out there, who was that?
That was her dad.
Okay, just stay with me.
To pick my sister up. Mind y'all get
came to pick Ma Khia up.
With my sister since the day before yesterday. Calling her all type of names. Doing all that shit, man. My baby's so motherfucking lovable, man. I'm telling y'all, niggas, she want her to fly.
Dad, you came to pick your child up. Why did you not just put your child's stuff in a backpack and put that baby in the car? Put that girl in the car. I'm sure Deech would have done it if that was his kid and there was some abuse going on. I'm sure you would have done it, Trill. I know I would have. I'm like, yo, don't even touch that knife. Grab your shit. We out. My kid's not coming back in here. Go ahead and call the cop. Go ahead and call CPS. My child's not coming back in this damn house.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's my job as a father. I have to keep her safe. Gotta get her in that situation.
But
this whole situation's just sad altogether, man.
So hang on. I'm just playing everything out. Everybody wants to say BMT, you don't care for this little girl. But it seems this is why I say I walk a thin line and a lot of people don't want to walk with me. This is why I know sometimes I got y'all.
Nigga, she want her to fly, nigga. This is my lovable sister ever, nigga. She want her to fly, nigga. She don't be on none of that shit. To know her, man. To know her, you would know. To know her, you would know. Y'all on this bitch playing like some shit cool. When bitches at your motherfucking house. My baby's 16 years old. This bitch 28, 29 years old. You bringing other bitches over there trying to fight her. She didn't call the police. You're the same motherfuckers that's supposed to protect.
The same people at the house popping shit. You think the cop can tell the difference of how old those girls were?
No.
Okay, then. So when people try to say she's 15, listen. No offense, but if grown men have to ask a woman for their ID, if a store clerk has to ask for your fucking ID, how much time do you think a cop has to ask for ID when somebody's swinging a goddamn knife? I'm just being honest, man. When you see a knife being swung, you're like, yo, all you gonna do is act. I get it. We're talking about the training, but goddamn it. Come on.
What the fuck did y'all protect?
Shout out to Rivera for that. Rivera Ways. Y'all give her a like. She has 165. Like I said, she can't get enough. Like I said, I'm trying to get her some love over there. Like I said, y'all go over there and check out Rivera's Way. She definitely did the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, go over there and support her. Like I said, but this is from the sister herself. Brings new kind of look towards the situation, does it not?
It's just kind of hard, BMT, because, you know, as a parent, you want to see both sides of it.
I understand. I understand. What about you, Deets?
This is Lisa.
I didn't know. I can't tell. How you doing, Lisa?
How y'all doing? Listen, I think that that Ma Khia was failed by so many people here. She was failed by the system. She was failed by her parents. She was failed by the training of the police officers. she was failed in so many ways. I mean, she obviously had something going on if she's in foster care, whether it was her behavior or her mother's behavior, whatever it was, something was going on. So she had a lot going on in her life. And as you can see or hear from the conversation you were just playing, there were things going on inside that foster home, making her life even harder on her. You know, you got, as her sister was saying, you have grown adults coming in there that are blowing down on her and whoever else in the house. And it sounds like she got tired of it. She got fed up. She grabbed a kitchen knife and went after him. She was ready to react to what was going on in the house. It's hard to look at it like, you know, the officer. I don't think that man wanted to kill that girl either. I think that he was trained to, when it's a lethal situation like that, you know, to pull his gun into fire. I think that he did what he was trained to do. And I think that that's a problem. I think that there's situations where they should be trained that they go for a taser first in some situations, especially if there's not a firearm there. There was no bullets flying at him. It wasn't equal, you know, power. He could have pulled the taser out, but he wasn't trained to do that. So muscle memory, when they do that over and over and over and over again, and they're shooting at those targets and they're being trained in that way, it's no different than the military. They respond the same way, whether it was the man in Ohio that came in with a machete and chopped up a bunch of people in a restaurant, you know what I mean? Or it's a young girl that's getting a hard time and she came out with a kitchen knife. He's going to respond the same way because that's the way that he was trained to do it. And it's heart-wrenching. The loss of her life is heart-wrenching. And, you know, I look at that baby's face and I see my baby. You know what I mean? They got the same round cheeks, same complexion, just, you know, beautiful little girl. It's tragic. But, you know, you can't really point fingers and say, you know, that cop, it was the cop. It wasn't the cop. She was failed in so many ways here. She was failed by the system. She shouldn't have been in that foster home. They obviously wasn't providing for her any better than what they said they were taking her out of. You know what I mean? And someone should have stopped something there. I mean, look at it. I'm looking at this too. You got sister there. You got dad there. You got, you know, whoever the woman was, foster mom, whoever the other woman was there. Why wasn't somebody grabbing her up and say, hey, wait, you got a knife in your hand. You know what I mean? You can go to jail. If that's my baby, baby, you ain't going to jail today. You're not fighting nobody today. Where this isn't happening, I'm putting a stop to this now. The police don't even have to get involved because I'm stopping you. You know, where was her protection?
Like I said, I agree with you, Lisa. Like I said, that's why I guess, like I said, everybody, you know, everybody's looking at or asking me, damn, you got no love for the girl? I said, well, I do. But I also I do the narrative. And yes, I am passionate about it, but I'm also fair. I hold a lot of people accountable.
Yes.
A lot of people accountable. And like I said, when y'all listen to what I said when I opened up, I showed y'all, like I said, I done looked at it and I saw plenty of adults in that footage. I looked at where the angle of where the cop was at in the street, from where she came from around the garageway, from the door. She was running with a knife. If on the 911 call it says they trying to fight us, they're trying to stab you, how's the cop supposed to know who's who? But the last thing that they heard, there's a knife on the scene.
Yeah.
So when when the cop hears a knife is on the scene, the guard is already up because they know there's a weapon there. Okay, Papa, Daddy from Ma Khia was there, as Deet said, as Trella said, and as Lisa said. As I've even told y'all, if I was the father, I would have grabbed my daughter and put her in the vehicle.
That's a fact, dude. I wouldn't let it get to that point to where that cop had an opportunity to shoot her.
Now, mind you, when I played the video for y'all, Ma Khia and her daddy and them were walking from the house. They were coming out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw your child with that damn knife. Rather than go kick one of the women, you should have grabbed your child.
Straight up.
You know, and you can look, man. You know, you can tell that dad didn't really care about his daughter. He didn't even have no emotion after he watched her get shot by the cops.
Listen, the minute, see, this is why I know people are just. This is why I said when y'all saying BMT, you take it for the cop. What do I listen? I'm sorry. The cop did what he was trained to do, protect life.
That's right.
That's what he's trained to do. And y'all said, well, I said he didn't shoot the other girl. He didn't shoot the dad. He saw the immediate threat of the knife.
Mm-hmm.
He saw the knife being swung at the one girl who fell down in front of him. And then she went after the next person. He doesn't know who fucking Ma Khia is.
Like I said, BMT for me, I just the girl that was saved and the girl that I see.
Like that's why I said, no matter what, as parents, somebody wasn't going home that day. Somebody wasn't going home.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's not fair to these kids.
Well, life ain't fucking fair. Congratulations. Welcome to the real world. Life ain't fair. Child learning 101. Everybody don't win. Everybody could have gone home had the proper parents did what the fuck they're supposed to be doing, and the adults would have acted like adults. So
that's right.
So the thing about it is that this is my fear. But we say proper police training. But if the cops do what they're supposed to do, and we don't say, hey, cop, chill out. You did your job. You saved a life. When there is a situation, and we have these situations where cops were on the scene and they let shit just play out. They let the woman get beat. They let the man stab. They let all the shit pop out. Hell, they see the drugs being sold. They don't do shit. So when the bad cop to say, well, fuck it, I ain't gonna get involved. The good cop get in trouble. Why the fuck would I want to get involved with shit? Now we definitely gonna have. Now you're gonna say, how can you tell the cop the bad cop?
That's right. If you would have changed the situation up and it had been someone, you know, you're calling because she's trying to stab you, cops show up, they, you know, you're going to hear a different story. You're going to hear people say he had a clear shot. He could have got them. He could have stopped them. Now this person's laying here stabbed to death. You know, you're right. I agree with you. I think that's so true. That's how it goes down. That's what you hear. You know, when the situation goes sour, you know, everybody wants to quickly find the person to accuse and to blame. 9 times out of 10, it's the cops. And you know, I'm gonna say, I've seen a lot of bad cops, and I've seen, like Jeremy stated earlier, the police in our area. Some of them are cool as a cucumber. Other ones, you don't want to deal with them. I've been roughed up many times by them. At 9 months pregnant, I was, and you know, I went to court and fought with it. But the point is that you never know what you're dealing with. But when you have a situation like this where you can clearly see the man was doing what he was trained to do, and that's where I have an issue with it, though, because I feel like the option of the stun gun needs to be incorporated into their training, so that that's not the first thing that you reach for is that gun. I mean, it's automatic. That muscle memory is there. When they're trained to do that, he probably did that without even thinking. His hand immediately went for his weapon. He drew it. He didn't stop. He shot. You know, that's what they're trained to do. They're machines at that point. Once you've done it so many times, muscle memory takes over.
Now, one of the things about it, people always ask, am I a perfect parent? No. But I am a protector. If my child was in danger, my child, some shit was popping up, I would go. I would go immediately. Yeah. If my child, first of all, my child damn sure will never be in foster care. I would rather get my child to the grandparents. I would rather get my child. Mind you, let me tell y'all a little story. I remember when me and Miss BMP had a issue, and the cops came, and it said one parent has to leave. Well, she about to get up. She's like, you know, I'm gonna go. I said, no. You stay in the house with the kids. on the man. She has to be protecting my household. I can force for myself on my own. I'd rather her stay in the house with the kids. If CPS says both parents can't be in a home or we have to take the kids, I will leave immediately. So that way my kids can stay in their home. See, I don't know how CPS gets down for child protective service. See, when it comes to, they called Ma Khia's father, right? He should have immediately grabbed his child and said, "Be gone." Because mind you, they already knew about the situation. If y'all heard the video, what they were speaking about, right? So that was the first time that had ever happened in their home. That was not the first time. That was not the first time.
You could definitely hear that it was an ongoing thing for sure.
Right. So I'm not playing the excuse because plenty of time. Let me just show y'all. I'm just showing y'all. And this is not me attacking anybody in the chat. I'm showing y'all. BNT has had multiple videos speaking and talking about parenting. Multiple videos.
Christ, that seems to be all we do anymore is talk about parenting.
So trust and believe, I am a big component advocate about accountability as a parent. Do us as parents, do we fuck up and make mistakes? Yes, we do.
All the time.
But understand this, the protection of my child will come first. And if my child is in danger, which mind you, my child grabbing a knife, that is danger.
Well, look, dude, me and my wife are so scared about the potential of something happening in the state getting custody of our kids that we actually have one of my best friends that lives down in Florida. Even if me and her, if Child Protective Services tried to come and take our kids, he legally has authority over my kids at that point. If me and my wife don't anymore, he gets my kids.
Now, in saying that, I want you to understand. If things start going awry, as to something like that pops off for the children possibly getting harmed or hurt or anything of that nature. See right there? That's me. That's me showing my son about guns. Do y'all not think I don't teach my kids about guns and knives? Like y'all, again. But one thing my kids will tell you: if a cop comes while you have a firearm in your hand, what do? My kids will tell you, put it down. Don't I teach my kids.
If you got a holster, leave it in your holster and don't touch it.
So I go over these things. If y'all want to question my parenting, I'm very, 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 very.
Let me ask you something, B. Have you taught your kids to, if they are carrying, do they carry with one chambered or do they keep one out of the chamber?
For my children.
No, as you're teaching them how to properly carry.
I teach them. I don't tell them. I don't have them have anything in the chamber. I don't have them have anything in the chamber for possible negligent discharge.
Right.
It happens too many times with negligent discharge with adults where it get bumped the wrong way or something just happens and somebody gets shot in the foot at the range. So I tell them, do not do that. Like,
but you carry one with one rack, right?
For me,
yeah.
I can do that, but I put mine on safe. But I'm confident in myself, but I have it on safety. So I understand the situation. Like, I have a certain.
I keep mine racked too, but I have a concealed carry. It doesn't have a safe, but I have a Kydex holster that I keep it in to where you gotta push.
That's safety for that. Now, again, I'm trying to let y'all know that when it comes to these kind of things, I'm very, 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 very critical about these type of things. Like, y'all, listen, I didn't want that child to die.
Man, that Julie chick is throwing some serious smoke at you, bro.
It's fine. Like, that's fine. But I understand. But listen, throw that same smoke at her parents. Throw that same smoke. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, if y'all can't hold people accountable, then I don't know what to tell y'all. If you can't see, that's the thing. That's the thing about it when it comes to being fair and balanced. I could literally have said, "Well, the white man just went up and just killed a random black girl." Nope, I'm not going to say that. I could literally have gone up and say that, "Hey, that child was just shot. That child was shot unjustly." I wouldn't want to say that, but then again, if the other one had got stabbed, then we would be having a whole different conversation of why didn't the cop do anything when he saw her about to get stabbed. See, we can have it's going to always come out to be one conversation or the other one. So if he had stabbed the other one in the face, the neck, and killed her, and she's going to jail and possibly going to go look at doing life, but what you understand, Ohio is very strict about those type of things. Like they are very strict. So
about what?
About somebody running up and stabbing somebody to death. I mean, what would you say? What would they say then? I get it. The other person was a piece of shit. But then if they say, "Well, you ran up and stabbed him,"
well, see, that's the thing in Ohio, because Ohio's stand your ground law is weird. Because it's like you have a right to defend yourself if you're inside your dwelling. All right, and as long as they're not running away from you. But say the body falls outside the door, you can get in trouble.
Oh, no.
Then if the victim lives, they can turn around and sue you.
I had a friend that went to stay with a cousin, and he went to stay with his cousin, and he was fighting with her over a sweatshirt. They were wearing each other's clothes, and she got a kitchen knife and stabbed him. And I was, that's been 20 years ago, and she's still locked up, and he's still dead. That was in her house.
And Julie, 24, not everything is about someone being racist. I mean, Jesus, forget.
I think it's like BMT said, and you've said, this goes back to parenting, and I commend you both on your work concerning the parenting, because the thing is like BMT and you both said, if that was mine, I'm the same way. If that was mine, number one, she'd have never made it anywhere with a knife, period. She'd have been stopped, because to me, that's danger. Our job as parents is to limit risks. There are risks out here everywhere. I mean, they could walk out the front door and get hit by a car, for God's sakes. We have to limit those risks in every way that we can. We have to prepare them mentally. We have to prepare them physically. We have to prepare them emotionally to go out into this world. If we're there on the scene and something happens to our child and we did nothing to stop it, my God, how can we not look at the parenting there? Dad's there. My daughter, I'd have been all over her. She'd have never made it to that street, number one. And had she made it to the street, I'd have seen the cop and I'd have tackled her. We'd have both been shot together. I'd have been on top of my child. There's no way. I mean, the focus was somewhere else. Like you said, he kicked the woman away from her or whatnot. His focus was somewhere else. And I've seen this so many times where my friends even, they're telling their kids, like, you don't let nobody do nothing. You get out there right now. You're going to do this. This isn't
the fuck. You know what I tell my kids? You do what the fuck that cop tells you to do if I'm not around, and I'll come get you out of jail and we'll deal with it next.
In any situation, I mean, I don't know how many people I know that were literally beat to death in my city. Friends. People that I didn't know, extended people that were beat to death, whether it was at a club, whether it was in the neighborhood, no matter what, hit the wrong way in the head, beat down, died from fighting. My child knows, you know what I mean? You got to know how to defend yourself, but you're not going out there getting in no fights. It's not cute no more. You know what I mean? This isn't our parents' day and age. This gets your child killed. So again, it goes back to parenting. No, it's not cute to run off at your mouth. No, it's not cute to, I got this, I'm going to beat up whoever. I'm
I will
fighting this
tell
woman.
whoever the fuck I want what's racist and what's not racist, Julie24. Don't think you're going to fucking tell me what I can and can't fucking say. You're ate up.
Listen. Here's the thing about it.
I'm about tired of this shit. I'm tired of fucking people thinking they can blow smoke at me because I'm a fucking white dude and you know I'm a white dude and you can sit here and tell me whatever the fuck you want to say about me because I'm fucking white and claim everything's fucking racist and then I don't get to clap back on you? Fuck that. I'm done with that shit. Use a fucking real talking point, not the same narrative that you always use.
Here's the thing about it. And like I said, here's the thing about it. When I'm looking at this, listen, y'all, if y'all don't believe me, look at my resume. I've had many talks. Listen, I will show y'all right here. I will show y'all right here. Okay. Listen. I literally very stringent on firearms. Okay, right there.
BMC, I'm not hearing you. You got a lot of background noise somewhere. I apologize.
That's I don't know. That's not me. But see, I keep a lot of firearms around me. I teach everyone around me. If you want to learn about guns, I am very, 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 very hard about firearms and defending your home. I am. But I'm also very fair that literally when it comes to this type of stuff, you got to properly train your people. I care a lot for women and children and safety as well as men being accountable. But I hold myself to a standard that when I first came over, I said, yo, I'm going to look at every piece and see when we play the accountability, I look at everything. I look at everything because I literally want to make sure that my kids and other people's children and other people are literally held to a certain stance and standard. It wouldn't have mattered. And listen, y'all, I have been in plenty of scuffles growing up, okay? And the adults, they will let us fight, yes. But guess what? The minute one of us picked up a weapon, the adults stepped in. All right, it's getting out of hand. They will step in and grab us. Because now you can't take a loss. And guess what? If your father knew you was getting hurt or harmed by adult women, right? That was grounds, if y'all don't know how foster care works, right? That is grounds to literally report that and literally they can get you right back. If they know that there's abuse going on in the home, they can go to jail and the father or the parents, literally, they will say, okay, we'll get you right back in there. Granted, she said we did not want to get kicked out of that home. I'm curious what was going on through daddy's mind or what was happening in the regular home to where the children couldn't come back to their normal home. Why weren't the kids allowed back in the home? 3 children weren't allowed back in their home with their dad, or God knows where the hell the mom is at. And I'm not trying to throw no smoke, but I'm like, yo, something more is going on. Like I said, Julie, I fuck with you. I understand we may not agree. I know a lot of y'all may not agree, but I'm literally just looking at the accountability of, yo, in the eyes of the world, one parent was always going to feel a certain. You're going to have 2 sides. One group is saying, but I'm hearing it from all sides. I'm hearing from some people saying, yo, she was going to stab a woman. So somebody was going to lose. One foster kid was going to get stabbed. One of those foster kids were going to get stabbed. If y'all don't think foster kids don't be having fucked up issues, y'all crazy. And I get it. Everybody says taser, but cops aren't, and I got to agree with Trailer and Deets and Lisa and a lot of other people. Cops aren't normally trained to go grab that taser first. They're trained for the gun. Shoot to kill. Eliminate the threat. Should the training be changed? Yeah, it needs to be worked on. I agree. First thing I said when I got on the Derek Chauvin panel, I said, fuck Derek, fuck all them other pigs. I said all this shit. But I'm also about when the cop does his job, I got to give him a pat on the back. Hey, you did good. You saved a life. You saved a life. Dad, your daughter could have been alive. Could have been alive. Lisa she probably would have grabbed that baby. Okay, don't worry. I got her, officer. I got her. You don't have to shoot her. I would have grabbed. She wouldn't have been my kid. I would have grabbed her. I was like, that's okay, baby. I get it. She might have cut me a little bit, but it's okay. But I'm telling you, for somebody who has shot a gun at people listen, when it comes to a knife, and you swinging it, and I have a gun, I'm not getting close to you. I'm shooting. Boop, boop. You're going to drop that knife.
That's right.
I'm sorry. Anybody who's been in the Street Fight 101, knife don't beat gun. What do they say? Who brings a knife to a gunfight? Y'all can go look up the term. It's there for a reason.
BMT, I think that you're so on point here, and your passion behind this because of your work with the parenting and your care for so many people. You didn't just speak about your own kids. You're like, I'm worried about everybody else too. Like what's happening with everyone here. So it seems like you're just so on point. And when you're seeing comments about racism, this and that, how's that helping the situation here? We can see where there was a lack of parenting. There was a lack of the system doing what they were supposed to do, because this was an ongoing issue within that home. There's, some issues with the police training. We can see that those are solid things here. How do we save the next one from ending up in the same situation? Focusing on racism right now is not saving no one. So if your heart hurts for that baby and that life that was lost, and for the people that are affected by it and that will live the rest of their lives, that officer knowing that he's got to live the rest of his life knowing that he killed a young girl, the family, they're never going to have their baby back again. So many people that are looking right now saying, man, why did I do that? Why did I do that? So many people wishing that they could go back and change the situation, but there are things that can change for people in the future that can avoid these situations happening. And I have to commend you, BMT, because you're so on point with this. There are those different things that could be worked on and focused on: the police training in these situations, the parenting, the system, and how children services are working inside these homes and how they're interacting. I mean, we know there's so many flaws within the system. I mean, everybody knows that. There's so many things that can be focused on right now. Focusing on, fry that white cop, man, you're not trying to help anybody here. You're not getting to where the problem is at. You're focusing on something else. It's not saving the next 16-year-old little girl that loses it because she's being attacked by people and grabs a kitchen knife. You're not saving her. You're not saving the next one. There are lives that could be saved if we focus on the right things. So I really want to commend you, BMT. I appreciate everything that you've said. I appreciate you all letting me talk here as well. And I just want to say to those of you out there that are not focusing on the true problem here, you become part of the problem. If you want to help, and if your heart is hurting for someone, if your heart's in the right place, then let's focus on where the problem is and how we can prevent this from happening to other children.
Like I said, I am going to talk next. My next show, I'm going to talk about the abuse in the foster care home. I'm going to talk about that because it seems like like if you look at it, a lot of these troubled individuals come out of foster care. Like the young man who shot up the school in Florida. I was a foster care kid. You know what I'm saying? A lot of foster care kids, they get abused a lot. Ma Khia was getting abused. So she just had enough. So she didn't make it. Either they get abused or they get raped or they get killed. So when I asked about the accountability, mind you, your daddy came. And I don't want this. I really don't want, I want y'all to say, from my heart, I don't want that girl to die. But I'm also understanding that somebody's time was that day. So
And it doesn't have to be for naught. You know what I mean? Her life is lost, but let the community learn from that. Let other parents in the area whose kids have been in that same situation and they've been there watching these fights go down or watching how things get out of control. Let them learn from this. Let this be a learning experience to save someone else later. This is not uncommon. I mean, I live in Columbus. I'm telling you now, I've been in this situation many times. Thank God it didn't happen the way that this one did. It didn't end that way. But, my family and my people that I'm around, they wouldn't have never let it get to that point. Someone would have stopped it. But somebody needs to learn from this. Her death doesn't have to go and, just be forgotten or chalked up as just another one dead. You know what I mean? It can be a learning lesson for people in the future. It can be something that parents, other girls her age, foster parents, police, everybody can learn from this. Her memory can go on and serve in a good way.
Like I said, and guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Like I said, I want to thank the Dietz family. Thank you, Trailer. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Moses. Thank you, Mr. Punisher. Thank y'all all for coming through. Yes, this was a rough one. I really didn't have the spirit or the energy to do it, but I wanted to do it to be fair because somebody has to say and show y'all. Like, again, all the stuff I showed y'all is in my description. Everything I showed y'all is in my description. So if y'all want to pull it up, and I didn't speak it out of my mouth, out of what I think, right? I showed y'all the stuff that y'all needed to see. You can do a play for play on the audio, the 911 call, and also what the family of Ma Khia had to say. So I'm showing y'all 3 layers of stuff. I love y'all. I'm only saying we have to look at everything. Before we start rioting, looting, burning shit down, or reacting, y'all, don't let the media get you hyped. LeBron, please stop tweeting. Please stop tweeting. Please stop tweeting, LeBron. Please stop. You're gonna get somebody.
That's not going to happen, man. You know it.
Well, shit, he gonna get somebody killed. That's why he took that tweet down. LeBron is. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all might want to tell LeBron stop tweeting because he can get sued if that cop gets killed. If that cop gets killed, then LeBron will be going to jail. LeBron can literally be a doggone. It's like he was telling them to go kill that cop. That's why he had to take down that tweet. You know what I'm talking about, Trailer? When he had that tweet up there?
Yeah, I do. And the way he had it worded, he basically, in essence, was telling them to go lynch that cop.
Right. And I was like, yo, Ron, you might want to take that shit down, bro.
That was dangerous talk that he was putting up there, man. That could have got him. He could have really incriminated himself. Technically, by all rights, he could have gotten in the same smoke that everyone else did on the 6th, that, with that kind of talking point and inciting a riot.
Like I said, sometimes your athletes just need to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sometimes they just need to play basketball like what they're paid to do.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm just letting y'all know if that cop dies around any time around this case, LeBron, do not act. Y'all don't act surprised if LeBron gets locked up. Don't act surprised. When you say when he put out there, he tried to take that shit down. He like, oh shit! I'm pretty sure somebody said, "Yo, Bron, seriously?" Nigga, take that shit down, bro. You about to lose all your endorsements and shit. You about to lose everything, bro. If that, you better hope that dude don't get kicked. You better hope to God some idiot ain't don't and act what he just did, what he just said.
Right. Imagine if that was like Deets just said in the chat. Imagine if that was some white celebrity that said some shit like that.
I just say, hey, like I said, oh shit. Listen, his heart was in the
Imagine if that was Donald Trump, dude. If Donald Trump said that, oh Lord, son.
Listen, let me tell y'all right now. Let me tell y'all why y'all said LeBron can't be touched. That's a lie. Because LeBron do that shit, all the people that, understand LeBron has a corporate, seat, right? With all his assets. What they're going to do, they're going to say, you know what, LeBron, you might need to step down. Fuck your endorsement. And they're going to liquidate his shit. And they're going to give his family whatever the fuck they're going to give them. Y'all must don't know how big corporations work.
Apparently, and that somebody said something about his lawyer basically I don't even understand what that meant. I'm assuming that he's got a lawyer that'll lawyer up and get shit taken care of. Yeah, you saw how that bankrupted OJ, right? How he spent every penny he had so he wouldn't end up in prison.
Yeah.
Even went so far as he auctioned off all his shit, including his Heisman.
Like, you gotta understand, listen. When they want to get you, they'll get you. When they want to get you, they'll get you. When you start making enough mistakes in the broad span of the media, I'm pretty sure Michael Jordan was like, yo, bro, like, I didn't even do that shit with OJ. Like, the fuck you doing? Like, ain't no NBA player ever said some shit ever said that kind of shit. Like, I'm pretty sure Shaquille O'Neal probably contacted him like, yo, bro, you need to take that shit down, bro. That could probably be the end.
I guarantee you. I mean, because there goes any chance of him having any kind of sports casting job or anything after his NBA career's over.
Right. You do know, y'all do know that's grounds for cancellation. Like, y'all do know that can get you canceled. Like,
most of these athletes, that's what they're banking on, is some kind of a broadcasting job when they're done.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like, understand, do not let them boy, listen, I'm telling you right now, anybody can be touched with the right,
for real, dude.
The right power. When the powers that be get tired of you, if they can touch a king, mind you, if they can touch a king, don't think they can't touch you. That was something that older man told me. If they can touch a king, don't ever think they can't touch you. If they don't mind killing a president, don't ever think. If they don't mind taking down a CEO,
facts. Remember, they just silenced your president that you had. Silenced him, canceled him.
Understand? We're in a country that does not mind getting rid of presidents.
No, actually, I think this country's known for it.
So, understand, don't ever think that nobody can't be touched. Don't ever think nobody can't be touched. It just depends on your time for when they want to get you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all saw what happened to Snoop Dogg, right? Y'all saw what happened to Snoop Dogg when Snoop Dogg made that comment about Gayle King.
No, I didn't. What happened to Snoop?
So Snoop Dogg said, fuck you, bitch. You better watch your mouth or we gonna come get you.
Damn.
Now Snoop Dogg said that to Gayle King.
How long did it take before he retracted it?
Less than 24 hours. Wow. What protection do y'all think that these dudes got? What protection y'all think they got? Y'all think LeBron is like that? Understand that. Listen, he said that
they must think they got a bunch of an army of Crips rolling with them and shit.
If Snoop Dogg said that, where was the protection piece for Kobe? Where was the protection piece for a lot of the NBA players? Whenever they do shit, there is no protection for any of them. There's no protection piece for NFL, any sport player. You are not untouchable. You are just an athlete. You are no more than an investment. When we are done with you, we will spit you out and throw you away. So, sorry. Trust and believe. Listen, don't ever think that your favorite athletes can't be touched. They're no more than pawns. Don't ever think that. I'm just being for real with y'all. Y'all think that anybody can't be touched? I could do a piece on that. I can show you how they're no more than pawns. I got you. So other than that, you guys, much love, much support. Understand, we love y'all. Email me, y'all. We talk about something. Thank you. Thank y'all, everybody. Much love to y'all. Much love to everyone in the chat. Much love to Julie. I love you for being passionate. Much love to Bala. Much love to Saka. Much love to Carol. Much love to Deet. Much love to the Deet family. Much love to everyone in the chat. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you, Celeste. Thank y'all, everyone. I have nothing but love for y'all. Y'all take care. Much love to Auntie. I saw him in the chat. Peace, y'all.